Hello there.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Did you miss us? I've written quite a few things. I still need to write so much more, but I am very happy with the progress I have written.
Have you accounted for every possibility? You know, like Hera taking another fucking shortcut.
There isn't a shortcut in the context of this current situation.
It's hilarious, though. She skipped
Because,
half of Crimson Forest just because she found train tracks.
and let it be known, unless you want to sit here for an extra week, I wouldn't recommend it. I would not recommend it.
Fair enough.
Anyways, if I recall, as we kind of last ended things, Hera, Arca, and Aaron were heading into a shop run by this old rabbit who is currently passed out in his chair at the cash register, while Non and Libran were hanging out with Ninja Master San back at the training area in the training building.
Dang.
Fine. One slight retcon, a slight rewind back to when they were in the crossroads of this area, as I have now written a lot more and have a far better description of what this area is going to be in actual context.
Uh-huh.
Mind? With it, you'll see to the south of town's main crossing, which holds a minor market, in which you look around, you see various workers, blacksmiths who apparently don't own any buildings, artists, sculptors, seamstresses, dancers, and even a few musicians just out and about here. However, you ignored them to go into this building.
Well, I didn't know that a seamstress was there. Oh, hello, executioner. Believe
Oh,
he has
hey,
arrived. Oh wait, he's in the chat,
muted
but
and
he's deafened.
muted and deafened. All right then. Well, let's hope. Let's just hope things go well.
But if I knew there was a seamstress around, she would have stuck over there and tried to look at the wares.
I know what you mean by that, but like we're already like technically we ended last session with you guys in here, so we do need to keep continuity. You saw. We'll just say you saw many different seamstresses and seamsters. You decided maybe you were a bit you were I don't know maybe overwhelmed or something, so you just went to a place that actually had like a sign or some shit, I guess.
Hey, Blue.
Yep. Welcome back, Blair. So you're probably very curious about what's been going
Yes.
on. Uh, any questions about when you were gone? Oh,
This is him right now. Hold on.
let me turn up his audio.
No, he's just not saying anything. Like at all. Oh. There we go.
Maybe get a little bit closer to your mic. I don't know.
Jesus. Okay, turn this
Hi,
thing.
hi, hi. Arr.
Or
Toreador, don't spit on the floor, use the cuspidor.
What?
That's what it's for.
What?
Nunc in tenebris.
anyways, so you have probably have a lot of questions like where the fuck are you?
Are we in hell?
No.
Welcome to Crimson Commune.
Same thing. Kidding.
Basically, this is the place where the shortcut took us.
Yeah. Basically, so on the train, murder mystery happened.
Oh, fuck, I missed that. That would have been so fun.
Hera
Oh yeah, you
solved
fucking
the
missed
entire
that.
problem. Hera solved the entire fucking problem.
My fault,
Yeah.
I went to New York for
You wanna?
Last session, Hera slapped the shit out of you
Oh.
because they were having a PTSD attack.
What happened?
And you got extreme pain, so my bad.
Just for the flesh wound.
However, they did buy a book that would be useful to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You also, you entered into the town. You're in, there was also, bandits trying to get on the train. However, that also wasn't a problem.
For
Hera
Hera?
literally, Hera literally threw a gaster blaster out the window and just had it crash into their caravan. Just literally a vehicular accident just happened.
Where's
I'll
the
be right back, y'all. Give me a second.
Hera
Oh,
is not afraid to
what's
destroy
Gamma going
everything in her
uh
path to make some
is
to
Gamma
do
going to
something.
voice training? Their voice sounds a little different.
I'm
Blair, get closer to
sorry.
your mic.
You gotta get closer to your mic, Blair. I can't hear you.
Is Gamma going through voice training? Because their voice sounds a little different.
Yes, they have.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
and good on them. They've also made a unique speaking quirk for Libran.
Ah.
Yeah,
Good for her then.
yeah.
Well,
Anyway,
Where's the Ohio monster?
Non is currently hanging out with Libran,
Labran.
talking with
Deep in it.
I I forget. Are they talking with Master San about like the fact that four robots were charming Non?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
That
slap the shit out
is
of
that
John.
Mike?
yeah, because like apparently when you guys came here, you had an interview with the sheriff about what happened on the train and all that. Talked with some NPCs. You guys then went here, learned how to do ninja meditation. Non was then given the effects of charm because he went to the free yoga class.
And
And
then,
turns out four of them were robots, and they inflicted him with, and they magically charmed him,
and
only for
then
Hera to,
slap the silly out of him.
yep, literally slap the horny out of him.
Yes.
Also, I learned how to do this.
That's that thing. Happy for you, Gamma.
Ooh,
The
you know what to do.
voice.
Yeah, the
Final
voice.
call. Hera, Arca, and Aaron, you guys are sitting in front of this cash register with a sleeping rabbit, just right there.
She pokes the rabbit.
Just put it on the counter. I'll scan it, and
Working hard or hardly working?
I'll ring you up. Just get what you. He stops for a moment. He looks at you. Oh, as a moment as he wipes drool from his mouth. Um, welcome to the shop, Arca. You will kind of notice no one's really been bringing attention to it as much. However, you are noticing, people are kind of giving you people, are giving you looks because heir of the primordial kingdom.
Pretty much. I think I can get us a discount.
I mean, do you actually want to try and roll for it?
Alright. Beginning.
Question: is Aaron or Hera gonna help him?
Both.
Them.
Both.
They're both gonna help. All right. So how you guys gonna? So you guys are gonna try and use the fact that this is the heir of the primordial kingdom to get a discount. So how are you gonna do this? Are you guys gonna be like aggressive about it? Are you gonna just try and be nice with it? How are you guys gonna
Aaron's
do this?
gonna pull up the facts about it.
Mm.
She's just gonna play intelligence because she has no passive. She
Ah.
has no passive.
So
Aaron
she's
has
going.
passive.
Mm.
She's not a passive creature. I think she's
So
like
Oh wait,
I
no, he
think
does not.
I think
So
Hera's like enthusiastic aggressive. Like
Harry, yeah, she is normally enthusiastic and aggressive, but she's gonna pull up the facts. I guess Aaron's gonna help her pull out the facts because he has two intellect.
all right. So Unfortunately, since you're not being a dick about it, you're just bringing up the facts about these two are bringing up the facts. But so how? Real
Wait,
quick,
couldn't we all get a discount since we're like the fabled um heroes? You know?
I mean they don't quite. I mean, yeah, you can also do that.
Do
So
they know
I
about it?
assume. So you're all. So what you're saying is you're also going to use intellectual.
Like, oh,
So with that in mind, we have the intellectual of Arca, Aaron, and
Hera.
Hera. So let's
That's
see
the
here.
one stat that we all have something in.
2, 1,
I
1.
mean, Hera would have done physical
So
aggressive,
that
but
would be a +7 to this roll because it's 3 people and a +4 overall. Tell me
yes,
when to stop rolling.
I believe that is your die arc. Yeah, 14.
the luckiest number.
7 plus 7, 14.
The
I mean, he
yawning
is.
DM.
If you had 7 to 7, that's 14. If you had 4 to 14, that's basically 18.
Ah,
No, I'm
um,
no, I'm kidding.
um.
I'm kidding. I'm
Oh
kidding.
wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said if you had 7 to 7, that's 14. If you had 4 to 14, that's 18. I'm kidding. I'm sorry.
Who has the 4?
No, it's an age
No.
joke. It's an age joke, Ethan.
As he looks at you, he's like, then he's kind of like, hmm. You think you're the only royal? Sonny, you think you're the only royal I've had in my shop?
Oh, what
Try that shit again and I'll make you pay double. Immediately falls back asleep.
is that the
Oh,
voice?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, boomer.
Hera's Hera got pissed.
You know why
That
it's
was
like
that was
why is it
mean.
the kind of voice I imagine that Gershon would have?
Hera took that quite literally and not as a joke.
Like old man McGucket.
I
Aaron,
mean,
knowing
reminder.
what she's about to do, is going to hold her back
Oh no. Wait, Aaron is holding Hera back. Why?
because she had almost gotten, she had like started putting her fists up to sock this motherfucker in the face. Aaron was just like, nah, we're not getting charged with
Pulling
assault.
her by the hair. Pulling her by the
Not
hair.
by the hair, just pulled her arms behind her back and began dragging her backwards. No, Hera, you don't get to punch the salesman for being a little shitty.
I don't think that's the first time he said that, honestly.
No, it's not.
No.
He wakes up again. Try and punch me and I'll set off the self-destruct.
Okay,
Oh,
Dr. Dooming Schwartz.
Hera, really, don't punch him. Fine, fine.
You're not sure if he's being serious with that. I mean, he could just be a crazy old man saying shit because he doesn't want to get punched, which, understandable.
Understandable.
He sounds like Master Roshi.
Yeah.
So, with this, you have access to basically all weapons, and with this shop, you have all weapons and armors available from all kingdoms at the current moment.
I forget. Did we do you give her real blades yet, or seems like we haven't?
I think at the current moment, her weapon is still a staff.
Yeah. How about we change that?
I mean, what are you going to try and equip? You don't.
No, she's gonna buy dual-wielded blades.
Oh yeah, because you rolled a high enough intellectual roll to be allowed to do something like that.
Yes.
Than mine. Literally every
Oh.
weapon.
Can I tell uh Blair about it?
Yeah, what's up?
So
Yeah.
basically, she read the book that she bought for you and was able to glean some information off of it, like being able to dual wield swords.
Ooh, no.
So, am I literally equipping two different weapons, or is it a set of swords?
Uh, I'll say it's. I'll have it be like this. In all actuality, dual wielding in itself isn't that efficient of a stance to take. If you're good at it, it is very, very scary to fight a competent dual wielding swordsman or swordswoman. However,
Is
I would say you can have two different types. However, some of the effects will be mitigated.
I was just gonna have her have a normal sword and a sword that gives her the ability to use ice element. Just an
Hmm.
icy sword, like a normal sword and an icy sword. That's what I want.
Crap. Uh, I mean,
Because
yeah, realistically, I haven't statted a lot of elemental swords at the moment, so I don't have them written. But yes, realistically speaking, you would probably be able to buy elemental swords.
just like a basic level one swords. This is basically her training set so that she can do stuff.
Wooden sword from Minecraft, basically.
Yeah, this is her equivalent of a wooden sword.
I mean, yeah, that's not going to
I
be
mean,
too difficult.
or idea, we we did have another staff, Cold Heart staff. I remember it being, but I guess we
Ice
don't
heart
have that
stiff.
anymore. Oh yeah, we traded that for the Ice Heart staff.
Yeah,
Aaron D's a fucking level.
yeah.
Ah,
To be fair, you guys will probably get some fairly soon
that's cool.
because there is a side quest here that I do want you guys to do, and I am so glad Arca's player is here
Question:
for.
Can I ask you of this? Can I use the stats of the Ice Heart staff just with plus Ice Element instead of Freeze Mist
What do you? I'm
for
sorry. I don't.
for the Ice Sword?
Oh, you want to
Yeah,
try
I
and
want
barter
Ice.
your I. You want to barter your ice heart staff for an ice sword, basically.
Yes, an Ice Sword and just a regular sword. Regular, good old sharp, clean sword.
I mean, realistic. I mean,
It's
uh,
it's
I'll be
see.
nice and say yes. Realistically, you probably could, because this is
I
an
mean,
old man who lives in a communist commune. Like the only reason any shopkeepers exist here is because, like,
He's
they
a commie.
exclusively like export. Yeah, that's the big thing with Crimson Commune. There's like only two actual shops in this entire place.
Damn.
This
and
place and the bazaar, and that's because like these places are like exclusively these places are everyone basically sell to these two, to the owner of the bazaar and this old man, and then they export all of the products that they create to other places.
all right. So yeah, an Ice Heart staff can be changed for just a regular old regular. What is the stats of a regular sword?
Uh, I mean, if you're literally just asking for a generic technical starter character sword,
Yeah.
it's nothing except maybe it gives you an element.
Oh, it's so. What's the next step up from starter sword?
The next step up from starter sword would be like basically anything you could get from like the would be like anything in like the probably like from like the first five swords from like the sword section of the items list.
You really want to make
because
me
they
go look that up? I
because
have
they
it on
have
the computer.
like more so. I mean so more so for the sake of like what they're generally like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they're basic weapons that have they might give you some small stat increases and a cool and some sort of effect.
Uh, so yeah, I presume. So I can just hand him an ice heart staff and get an
Uh,
ice sword
in this
and
case,
a.
Live by the sword, you die by the sword.
hmm, he looks at it. Ah, give me a give me a quick roll.
All right, with what?
Uh, oh, I'll just say intellectual
Uh,
since you're trying to
Bless
borrow.
you.
can I do physical to physically represent the weapon as well? Intellectual
Uh,
physical, because it is a physical item that I'm trying to do stuff with.
are you saying you're trying to demonstrate what the weapon is capable of?
Yes.
In which case, I'm actually going to ask something. Do Aaron or Arca want to help?
Aaron can, yeah.
Okay.
All right then. With that in mind, this is now kind of in which case physical and intellectual. However, there will be a slight weirdness to the actual like display of the weapon. So stop rolling whenever you want to roll it. Whenever you want to stop rolling.
I've just been waiting for you to finish your explanation. Oh.
Oh yeah. So first things first. This is initially kind of like just for the basis. This is technically more so for your literal sales pitch
Her
and
sales
how
pitch is
well
fucking
you
good.
personally. Oh yeah. Another thing is
Does Aaron need to
Aaron.
actually? Does Aaron need to help? Does
Yes,
Aaron
you're both
actually?
going to roll real quick because you're going to physically demonstrate the weapon. You're going to
Okay.
ask Aaron for help
Okay.
real quick. Since you rolled an 18 with that, let's see what this is. I'm going
Oh,
to I'm going to this is
yikes!
going to be reduced by 5
Why?
because you rolled in because the idea is that he's literally helping you demonstrate the weapon by doing a small spar. The
So
idea is like so like and because you're doing so well with it because he's not actually, he's
he's
basically
trying to
the other
make it
thing
look good.
you have to physically beat him in the spar. This is like more so to literally determine his spar. In
Oh,
which
I
case,
thought he could willingly lose on the spar, but yeah, I guess a roll, good
on a
roll is
tech,
always good.
so which yeah, you definitely beat because that 18 goes.
That
In
goes
which case,
hard.
it will probably will. More likely, it probably will because technically speaking, even with
Technically
his plus
speaking,
one physical, that's a
yeah.
14.
Well,
For the
hold
most
on. She
part,
has a +4 physical, so she gets a
yeah,
22, and even
yeah,
if so, it's a
yeah. So like,
19 versus a 22. So she beats him even on an 18, even if they're dead even on 18.
yeah. So like, I'm
So
not. So and like, you beat by a significantly good mark by lowering this. So like, honest to God, just I'll
I
just say you can do it. However, I will say if you want it to be better, I will let you roll again a pure physical roll only to beat this 14. And if you do, I'll make what you get more powerful.
Is this like a double or nothing scenario, or do I
Dub-
automatically have it? Yes, it is.
Basically, you'll get what you want. However, if you want what I think you're, however, if you want something that's, actually,
Sorry.
really fucking
There,
strong,
there we go.
or to be more accurate, if you actually want, like, something that would, you would real, basically something that would let you make me angry.
Oh, you little
Ha!
bitch! I
Nice.
finally get the bad luck.
I don't have to fucking make good on that promise. Get fucked.
So now I just don't get anything.
Evil.
No, you get something. It's just not. Basically, what you get.
You
The idea
said
was
double or
is
nothing.
I was going to basically give you something above starter tier weapon. Like it
So
would be
now I
above.
just get an ice sword. I've just
No,
got a
you get
sword.
above starter tier. Rolling above Aaron's actual physical, like 14, would have gotten you a tier even higher than that. Like something with significant stats or with significant effects that could actually impact in a significant way.
Okay. Well, so yeah, we can remove the ice heart staff,
With
put it
it, you
on an
have
ice
lost.
sword, and get a regular starting sword alongside it.
Let me.
And this one down here. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's a -2 to magic and attack as well.
Okay. How about I don't fuck with that? Cause well, you know what the things are weak to.
Damn it.
What?
Map of Bridge series.
That's nice though.
Yeah.
44 defense.
Setting up a bomb.
Yep.
So at least she's able to switch her defense and her magic. So, bing.
With it, as he looks to you, like, oh, I know what this is. I only have a few of these. I actually have to go out of my way to import these myself. And I hate importing things.
Well, then you can have it if I can get an ice sword and one of those regular swords.
Uh, you sure you want to just, at the current, with that in mind, you technically already have a technical regular starter sword, like
Oh,
a
the teacup arc dagger.
no, the bent wrong sword.
Oh,
Like a normal sword is a sword that doesn't give you effects. You know that's technically
oh.
starter tier.
So if we're able to put all of that, can I get a little bit extra? If we're just by trading a single item for single item, is it going to be an equal trade? Is that what that first roll was for? Just an equal trade?
Uh, Basically, the item I'm going to give you doesn't let you cast a spell.
No, I don't want it to cast a spell.
However, the item you would have gotten would have let you cast a spell if you had beaten Aaron's 14.
She never used Ice Smith, so let's
True.
just. She just always uses her constructs.
I'm trying to think of a good name for this.
Alright. So I
Because,
guess
like, I
she.
imagine Aaron doesn't have much attachment to a sword that's literally, to a literally bent wrong katana.
Can.
Yeah. So if you want, you can also just say you're giving up the bent wrong sword,
8A1.
and I'll
I
just
mean,
give you another starter sword that like isn't in lore garbage.
question. If the bent wrong sword is fixed, does it. Does it. Does it actually increase its stats?
I mean, it is a katana. Its
So
efficiency
she's
is
going to keep
pretty.
it. She's going to keep it because if can, she can make it so that it goes from just a regular uh, bent sword into a good katana that gives her good stats. Oh hell yeah!
I mean, the big reason I ask are you sure you want to like ask for another starter, like a
No,
normal
we're
sort
not
of
gonna. We're
starter
not gonna.
weapon?
We're not
Is
gonna.
because you already have the bent wrong sword.
I'm
So
gonna
getting
have.
this ice sword means you can already dual wield, and because the bent wrong sword has no effects, you don't lose anything.
Yeah, I'll just have the bent wrong sword. I shall
With this
equip
in
the
mind,
bent wrong sword.
but let me add this brand new item to this page.
Get arc dagger. What else do we have for swords?
With it, you are now going to get The frozen. I'm not.
Wait,
God,
everybody
I'm trying
got
to think of a good. I'm trying to think of a good way, a good name for this. Is really what it is. Like, cause I'm really blanking on a good name for like an ice sword. Shit.
the
frozen shard.
stabsicle. The
The
stabsicle.
let me. I'm gonna be using this. So how about the frozen shard?
Alright, that works. That works.
The stabsicle would be one of the thing for increased stats and shit sword. This is just a regular old ice sword.
So it just has a dorky ass nerd name.
The
With
frozen
dorky ass
shard.
nerd stats.
Yes. So from now on, I'm actually gonna have Miss Bravery doing bravery related things and starting to slash the shit out of people.
Mine. Now I'm going to real quick think a bit about this. Since this is technically one tier lower than Ice Heart Staff,
Oh, it is. I just
remember,
wanted.
Ice Heart Staff gives you an element, gives you stat increases, and allows you access to a spell.
No, it gave me 2 stat increases and a spell. It did not give me access
Right,
to ice element. I
right,
just
right,
want ice element.
right. Do you want this weapon to give you Ice Element?
Yeah, just ice element. If I have to choose between stat increases and element, I'm gonna take the element. Make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
So is it just gonna be the ice element, or are we gonna get stat increases with that?
Because this is above starter tier, it does allow some level of stat increase.
Okay.
And since it's ice, I'll go with the kind of thing we've kind of been doing.
+2
So
mag,
I'll just call
or +1 mag, +1 attack.
either that. I was thinking maybe just a +4 magic,
Oh, okay. +1 magic,
+4 magic.
+4 magic.
No, make that a 3.
Because if that was +4 magic, that would have been doubly as good as. So yeah. Uh, you have to update my elements.
If I recall right, because we do and
The
ice
one
element.
character who has all of the elements.
You technically have the most elements because you have like I think you technically have the map. I think, but I think you have. I think you have 3 elements naturally, and then you have 2 thanks to your equipment.
3 thanks to my equipment. Uh, Void's
Oh,
courtesy of Mr. G.
right. True. Good point.
So I have 3 naturally, 1 from Mr. G, and 2 from stuff.
Yep. With this in mind, you now
She
you are
seems
now wielding
placated.
2 swords at once.
Yes.
One sword, which appears to be this, large shard of ice,
With a
preserved with
handle in the
magic.
middle.
Preserved correctly with some sort of magic, with a surprisingly, comfortable handle. It appears to be like partial. It's also like kind of partially a mitten or like a glove-like as you hold the handle.
Uh, she also wears the autism mitts, so he's cool.
And
She has double protection against that.
I know.
Question. Is there a chaos element?
I believe so.
Yes, of course there is.
Of course,
Is
chaos and
there a
what else?
hopes and dreams element?
I believe
Hopes
there's
and
a hope
dreams are
element.
not elements.
I mean,
At
I
least
think hope
not.
is an element.
Not. Nope.
No?
Hope
Okay.
itself is not an element.
Okay.
At
Any,
least not yet.
Gotcha.
Depending on what
any,
Deltarune does, I might add it. Who knows?
anyway, so question. Can she, like, make a basic construct? Like, basically just a slash? An ice slash construct that just goes wing? and that'd just be her. Basically, I'm asking for singular projectile attack. That is what I'm asking.
You don't.
No, okay.
Why do you get a projectile weapon from a sword?
When you slash the air, you know, the whole red mark thing that goes over people. It's fine, whatever.
The red mark isn't a.
It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't. You said no, so I respect the no. She
Also, I
seems.
explicitly said this weapon wasn't giving you a spell.
No, it wasn't from the the sword. She wanted to do it herself as a flavor because she has access to the ice element now. Just
Sweet.
yes.
But
Anyway,
are you saying do you want to change elements of your magic attack to ice? Because yes, you are allowed to do that.
yeah, I'm allowed to do that, and technically
If you're
her
using a
magic
magic,
melee stuff is
like
automatically draconic.
if you have the element and you're shooting a element based attack, you can change the element to the other elements you have. I think no wait, I don't do no.
Hold on, how many?
Transmutation I believe is any element. Transmutation is any, technically speaking, but
Oh wow, everybody else has like 2 or 3 elements. Well, with
who knows? I
Arca, he
mean,
has
you did.
4.
I mean, to be fair, with Arca here, Arca's a player here. They're now in the means to be able to buy stuff. Maybe they'll get more elements, new
So,
stats. Who
Blair,
knows?
what are you doing? What are you doing here?
Um,
What's your character doing? What's Arca doing?
looking around.
You gotta get closer to your mic, dude.
Yeah,
Looking
dude. Like,
around.
What? Oh, looking around. Okay, cool.
anything catch your interest? You do see, you know, Hera did just get
I
that
have
note.
it. Corn canned bread.
What?
Okay, I need to just.
Hera seems placated now that she has a cool ice weapon. And Arca gave. So I presume it's Arca who gave the Benwrong sword. Or is it Aaron who had the Benwrong sword?
Oh, by the way, like, by the way, Arca, you're looking over. Hera's just casually holding 2 swords.
Yeah, and she's practicing.
That book. She's a spellcaster, and she was able to learn that from reading that book.
Think of the gains you, as a fighter, reading a fighter-based book, could get from reading that book.
Give me 1 copy.
Bro, it didn't get consumed. You can just read the one she has.
Yeah.
Let me see that book, Hera.
Sure. She hands him the book. He continues practicing.
Excuse me?
Yes, she just hands them the book and continues
Thank you.
practicing.
You look over the book. Tips from the Great and Terrible. Interesting. You open to it. It is written by 2 different people. By Masters Mac and by Masters Tosh.
I think I recognize those names.
With it in mind,
The computer man.
This is a physical and intellectual role. With this in mind, reading... Let's roll this. Tell me when to stop rolling, Arca.
Stop.
There you go.
Oh, wow, that's...
Did he fart on a 1? Did he fart on a 1? Can I help him somehow?
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Just because Hera's gonna help with that, let's change that again.
Arca, just remember that they can't read.
So when you first open it, you accidentally have the book upside down. Hera's going to now help you. Okay.
I can't read.
+4. That's probably a physical roll. It's +1 for intellectual. It's physical, intellectual. We're reading a book about fighting,
Yep. So
right?
that's
So
14.
dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
So after Hera goes up and, puts
Flips the book for you.
a bit, a bit red in the face for that. You didn't.
She smiles at you and then turns around and continues training with her 2 swords.
As you look through it, this, Hera helps you get through, and wow, this is a really well written book. You actually get to an impasse where you're actually at the deciding point. There's actually 2 big things about it. As a fighter, you get a lot more from this.
Yeah.
Something that you actually can do with this is its effects are technically more permanent. Basically, what this book does is when in battle, when you select this book, it's not used up entirely.
I'd say at all. I don't think it has uses, does it?
It would. This is a special item. This item isn't used upon consumption.
There you go.
However, the caveat is that,
Assumed upon use.
what it does is it induces a roll. And this book specifically, if you roll high, will allow you to perform a move and ability from from either the great subclass or the terrible subclass of fighters. If you consistently read... as a fighter, you'll have a lot easier time doing that. Another thing is, as a fighter, as you keep reading through this book, you can make one of those subclasses effects permanent. If you consistently use this item in and out of battle and get high rolls, I will allow you to have a second fighter subclass. That is kind of how this works. Unfortunately, Hera can't ever get a subclass from it. However, if they consistently
get some abilities.
but they can get abilities. They just have to consistently roll really well in and out of battle.
I believe
this is
her
a really
first
well-written
roll
book.
was like a 24.
It'd be a shame. Like J.K. Rowling.
Jack, I do believe her first roll was like a 24, right?
Yeah.
That's why she was able to get the ability to dual wield swords.
Yep. And also, Arca, reading through this, you immediately figure out how to dual wield. However, I will say technically unlike Hera, who doesn't quite fully grasp that it's not actually that viable of a technique. Basically, what I'm saying is, in lore, there are negatives to dual wielding 2 weapons if they both have special effects to them. Hera doesn't.
Hera doesn't know that.
Yeah, as far as she knows, wielding 2 swords is like, oh yeah, I get both their stats. Fuck yeah.
Is that explained in the book, or will Ark have to explain that to her?
It can be a thing later. Who knows?
Thinking about it, right now it's not exactly prevalent because she's using 1 special sword, so
Yeah. The bent long
Arca
sword
might
doesn't have
assume
any
that
effects.
she already... Arca might assume, since she's a magic user or something, that she might already know that dual wielding weapons isn't the most effective when it comes to their stats.
No.
Listen,
I mean,
I'm saying
I know I'm not the DM, but like that's kind of whack.
I
You
said
know?
basically
might.
how it
Like,
works.
how would you know something that deep about? How would you know something
I said
that
might.
deep?
I said might, and I said might assume. That doesn't mean you know anything. That means you're assuming. I didn't say he knew shit. But they knew shit.
Arca knows that dual wielding weapons, while you might get both of the numbers, you might not get both of their special effects. Say, for instance, you're dual wielding a chainsaw and a more normal sword and a more generic magic sword. Well, you can't really wield both of those weapons efficiently. Sure, they might stack their actual lethality, but It's not like having a two swords suddenly inherently makes like. Basically, the effects of one sword could actively damage another. Say you're wielding an ice sword made of ice and a fire sword made of actual fire.
Fire. Oh
I was right
no.
there.
You might not have the fire and ice element, you might have fire and water.
Knew it. New fire would affect the ice.
Yeah,
Is
things
it
like
like
that.
Pokemon?
You
So
Like,
wait a minute.
you
Can I
have-
artificially create water element by combining fire and ice?
on a that is technically a thing you can do. You just it's not this. It just doesn't technically
Wait.
work that way.
Question.
Wait, by proxy, wouldn't that also just mean you just have the water element? Because
That's
water puts out fire.
That's kind of the idea is that the magic of the ice sword would keep the blade itself physically formed, so the water can't douse the fire.
Ah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Other question. Can grass in any way?
Can grass cut?
I mean, they have
Have you seen
blades.
Adventure Time, my friend?
I mean, grasses have blades, so I'd assume they'd be able to cut.
Blair, I think you just need to like sit closer to your mic because like you
Yeah,
wax and wane in
genuinely.
volume.
I'm like, my lips are literally touching the mic right now.
Well, that's a good area. We can hear you. So Hera also seems placated because, well, she was rearing up to punch this guy, and now she has a sword in her hand that she thinks is cool.
As we go through this, how about, as you know, we're kind of talking over here. You know, does Arca want to keep reading? As you keep reading through, you actually reach the impasse.
What's that?
What it means is, if you want to, you don't have to choose now, but I'm saying you're at that chapter in the book.
You might want to check on Orange.
He just meowed. He just climbed up something and climbed down.
Okay, because Orange usually makes meow noises at Luna.
Luckily, he wasn't this time.
Okay.
Basically, what I'm saying is, you're at the point where you technically you don't have to do it right now, but you have to choose between the great and the terrible. Like, every time you read this book, that's going to be looming into your mind from now on. As you get deeper and deeper, you are going to have to choose one of the halves of the book you're going to specialize in.
And Hera's just over here doing shit that she's not really supposed to do.
Yep. She's making swing noises by having the two swords rub against each other.
Shing. Bing.
Thanks.
As you guys are kind of reading, is Aaron going to try and talk to the old man who's asleep, or?
I mean, yeah, he's going to start talking intelligence-based things because that's an Aaron thing to do now. Oh yeah, I have 2 intelligence.
I mean, he is
Compared to my one
trying to be a blacksmith.
Yeah, and I figured that he'd be a sort of blacksmith. Is that how that works?
I mean, he clearly knows weapons. I mean,
I am capable of rolling
Right.
my own.
I just figured since Aaron technically isn't your proper character, he wouldn't necessarily care as much. But go ahead, let's see here.
It's my luck. 13.
Yep. As you kind of talk with him, he's like, "Oh yeah, I've got all sorts of things. I can show you quite a few bit of them. Got some various things here and there. Some things I've sadly have to import. Got even a few unique weapons that are, bit extra. Got some, I may or may not have something exotic. The final weaponry is all so intricate, so interesting.
I'm here to learn about blacksmithing so I can actually do it on my friends' items to make them more powerful.
Ah, well, I used to be a smith way back when. Unfortunately for me, I never quite took off.
Could you teach me?
I could give. I could give you a little bit of basic. I could give you some pointers, but I'm no teacher. If you want to learn Smith and proper, you'd be better going on to any of the many Smiths out there. Plenty of Smiths out there wanting to talk all day and night about the finer points of making a weapon.
I figured that you would also like to talk about making weapons, like old stories from your past
I more
about
prefer
blades
their
days.
designs. Their
My
conceits.
internet exploded. I am terribly sorry.
Yeah, I figured something like that. Everything all right on your end, Gamma? Like,
Yeah, I can hear y'all perfectly.
Hmm.
I have a backup. I have a backup. A backup Wi-Fi. So we're good.
I mean, I know a few people you might be able to talk to. Look around for some of the other Rabbits. Some of the
Sure,
other Rabbit
thank you.
Smiths.
Well, I was just thinking that you had some stories from your past about weapon designs and
Oh,
whatnot.
of course I do.
And,
Of course I do.
why don't
Plenty.
I sit around in front of you and listen
Oh,
to some of these stories, eh?
oh, I got Oh, you don't want to sit around and hear stories of an old man, of some random Smith fucking up swords. I'm sure you don't care that much.
Well, it's going to be quite right helpful, and when my friends really need a
Like Master
blacksmith,
Roshi.
and we're down on dark dollars.
All right, Sonny, take a seat. I'll tell you some
He
stuff.
sits down.
He
sits
begins
down.
recounting a tale about how someone asked him to make a whip sword, and how they specifically wanted it to be, and how they specifically wanted it to like be more chain-like whip sword. But to be more specific, they wanted the chain links to look like fucking soda tabs. It's certainly something. As we kind of pan a bit over to Libran.
I think
Who's
I
this?
got him. I think I got him.
Oh, it's me.
Oh,
Someone
you.
just joined.
Well, hello, guest. I suppose we have a guest as an esteem. Congratulations, you're in the middle of a recording witnessing the beta testers. Be honored.
Oh, well, someone PM'd me.
I thought I was told that this was going to be another person in the group. So
Oh, I
I
don't
thought I was
have a
trying to nab
character
him.
ready. I don't have a character yet.
When
Oh, okay.
when did I say that?
I don't know. I was just told by
Yeah.
Emma, so that's all it was.
Well, I
Oh,
suppose
wait,
this-
what is the...
You weren't told by me. I was just assuming things.
man, assumptions, people. Well, hey,
This looks
I
really
said
cool, though.
I assumed they might be joining
but
us,
oh well.
and I guess yeah,
I mean,
it's
we are
fine.
in public VC, so until we get enough random public people getting in VC for it to be a problem, I don't care. That mind, Libran, as you sit kind of with Master San,
That's in mind, Libran.
something you kind of notice is Master San does kind of
Did not mean to do that. Was just trying to grab it.
eventually kind of gets
Put
up.
me down.
A moment.
I did.
If you would, I believe the paid hour for yoga is over. I have someone I need to talk to. Are you gonna
I
follow
see.
him or no?
I mean, is he inviting me to follow him, or
He's not. I mean, he doesn't seem to be paying attention. He's just walking off. If you
Watch
try,
out, there could be ninjas.
if you try and follow him, who knows? You might not even notice. You could.
I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna just follow bro, cause like I don't have much else to do.
With that in mind, you kind of follow San. San doesn't seem to necessarily pay mind, as he may not even notice you behind him. Or he does, and doesn't really care. Nan is also going to be following, since you're following.
Gotcha.
Now, if I go to here, and I recall...
So am I gonna? And while we're waiting on this, do you want me to just have a roll for this, for Aaron getting anything, and then when we're done, when you guys are done over there, I can say what the roll was.
I mean, yeah, sure, that works.
There you go. So you don't have to worry about anything, Hera, or not Hera. Gamma, so you can still have your guys' moment while I just do background stuff.
You as you watch him. All right, as you see the yoga instructor, I believe.
I would tell you I haven't touched it since. Well, at the time we'll say.
That
Interesting.
all right, as she seems to be saying goodbye. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming. Don't remember remember to come by tomorrow. Thank you, and thank you again, Jeremy, for coming as always. As you notice, 4 members don't quite leave. Oh, you 4. Oh, nice to see you stick around. You're always such a help.
Oh, they're sticking around already. Like, Libren doesn't say this out loud, but, like, he's certainly... Bro's certainly thinking it.
Not rabbits. Sorry. They're getting jiggy with it.
Hold up. My voice hasn't been like this in a while. Interesting. Who cares?
Oh, yeah, it's a bunch of people. Nice.
These guys are all over here.
Just saying. You know what? I'm gonna even screenshot this because that is noteworthy. That is a noteworthy number.
There.
Okay.
Mila. How are I see yoga's over. Oh, yes, of course. Well, these 4, of course, are staying here as always to help out. They're always such dears. Thank you.
It's a conspiracy! Libren yells. It's a conspiracy. They're all robot people.
Excuse you, sir?
That isn't correct. That isn't correct. You are wrong.
Well, excuse me, miss. No,
that is also incorrect.
No, she doesn't say miss. She goes, well, excuse me, bitch.
Oh.
I guess it'll work.
There you go. I have now screenshot result.
That's a pretty big assumption. Master Son, being a ninja master, goes behind. Zoom.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personal,
and actually manages to, and you actually hear the sound of a button. Oh my
dang!
Oh my fucking god! They have on-off switches. They're on-off. They're on. Oh my god! It's literally in plain sight. How did I not see this?
No offense, lady, but you should probably go get your eyes checked.
Hera.
She actually kind of.
Hera's gonna go.
As Mila looks to this. She's like, "You had sex with 2 of them." What do you mean? The buttons are in the. How? What do you? How did you not notice?
Libren, if Libren were a computer darkener or, an Addison, bro would be flat screening right now. just Windows noise.
Either way, that's not what we're talking about. What are you? This is Mila. What have you done? How could you do this? You've been manipulating. How many people have been under the effects of these machines' charm? As these 3 kind of stare at the other one. They're not reacting. They're just staring at it. Oh, shut up. I'm the only reason tourists actually come to this place and buy anything.
While they're saying this...
Capitalism.
While they're saying this, can Libran defend to gain some TP? Like, I know bro's not in combat right now, but I have a plan for something.
Hera wants to appear and kick the shit out of Milo. I'm gonna
Can I have a moment, please?
Oh no, you can have your moment. I'm just telling you how Hera's thoughts on that.
Okay.
That's all.
I mean, not exactly. I mean, no. If you're trying to cast a spell outside of combat, it's just making a physical roll.
Okay,
Hey.
I want to cast Magic Shot at these 3 robots. Explodify them.
All right, I
Hera's
guess.
double your. Oh wow.
All right, then tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Ooh.
It's a shame you didn't say you were also adding aggressive to that beforehand.
God damn it.
Let me
Because
guess. Wait, for a magic shot, it's 50 DP. Okay, yeah, okay.
with it,
Fair
you
enough.
sadly don't generate 3. You generate 1. Who are you gonna throw it at?
A Rabbit. Fuck you, Rabbit.
You ding the other. Hold up, actually, know it.
Flick him. Just like
Real
flick him in the
quick.
forehead.
Make me
Flick
another.
him in the
Go,
off
go.
switch.
Make
Yourself.
another
Off switch.
physical roll. Just pure physical. Tell me when to stop.
I'm adding aggressive.
I
This dude right here, kill him with hammers.
Aggressive wouldn't work in this situation. This is.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
this is something specific. Tell me when to stop.
See.
Yeah, we'd be aggressive.
Oh wow.
Oh god damn it!
What happened?
Double one.
Another
Oh, sorry,
11.
Double
11.
Yeah, Hera and Aaron got double 18s together, so
Jesus.
that what happened earlier.
You ding it in the head.
Damn.
It looks to
Now me-
you.
Now me personally.
It it looks to you. What did I ever
Where I
do?
was
The
saying.
hell did I ever do to you?
You,
You were bored.
I'm a
no.
robot. Bitch.
You,
Bitch, I'm a robot.
you've been doing pretty sus.
He has not
You've been doing
changed
pretty
the
sus
position
stuff
he
at
was
the,
running in.
dojo.
So you guys are robots? You don't have remnant flowing through you,
I
do
mean,
you?
yeah.
You don't have remnant, do you?
You're not here, Arca. Shut the
Bro's
fuck
not
up.
Mike
Hey.
Lapton.
Hey, Blair, look at your DMs.
And as things
Yeah.
go onward, like, so this is completely unacceptable. We're not capitalist. This is exactly why we hate capitalism.
20.
It's made. It drives people to these horrible actions, manipulating others, exploiting them for your own personal benefit. I can't
Yeah,
believe
you go, Carl.
Talk to
Marx.
him. Talk to him.
Bro could just literally call the police and get the situation taken care of.
I'm saying this here and now, Mila. As the actual owner of the dojo, you are hereby banished from my dojo.
Damn. Oh, damn.
Damn!
Now me personally.
And for the damages you've caused to its integrity and the shame you've brought it, these machines will be. I will be destroying these machines.
You don't have to destroy the machines.
Let him.
Feed the machines.
Let him cook.
Bring them all back down to their knees.
Screw you! Like you cared about integrity or honor. You're just some rando. Destroy them. Not gonna get rid of their AIs. Fucking.
Yo, speaking of
losers.
integrity, do you understand the gravity of your actions? Eh?
What? I've got a bunch of sexless lame-o loser dudes to pay me to give me money. Yeah, that's what I did.
Don't feel blue. Eh?
Whatever.
Hera would be laughing
what?
if she was here.
Besides, we may be communists, but we still need the money. We live in a capitalist society, son. It's the fundamental principle. Now get out of my goddamn dojo.
Damn, that's crazy.
Delete.
Never heard of a socialist dojo.
Well, you've heard of one now.
How does he pay for the dojo?
They live in a capitalist society. They,
You mean
amongst themselves, do things with they just do things as commies do. They just live together.
But
Yeah.
They
Everyone lives
accept
together.
money because they still need to import
Pay
things
the bills.
because there are certain things
Damn
that
commies.
commune can't create.
Also
Like
paying
the
the bills.
blacksmiths
This
in
is
town
why-
can't
this
grind
is
for their
why
own metal.
we
They
s-
have to buy it. So
This is why we need to start a cult and move out in the middle of the woods. I
people pay to learn.
yeah.
Bonk.
And while to the people of the commune and to the people of the commune, it's free. But if you're not in the commune, you have to pay for it. You know, they still have to pay taxes to the king.
Yeah, so yeah, paying the bills.
Whatever.
And Aaron's just over there watching and listening to the rabbit. Oh yeah, what was that roll for? Was it like a intellectual roll?
Intellectual roll to get as much info as you could from this
Natural
rabbit's
20
story.
for a 22
For Aaron?
for Aaron.
Oh my
Natural
fucking
20
God.
for a 22.
As you kind of listen to this, Mila just kind of casually brings up a remote. Whatever. Girls, we're leaving. You're fucking...
Oh no, you're not.
The robots...
We're gonna wait.
The robots, the fucking blacksmith, the machinists in this town are garbage anyways. As they all just...
You're not leaving.
Foop, foop.
No. Oh, okay. You're going to deactivate them. That's fine.
As seemingly they all deactivate.
Oh no, they fell over.
Please don't be a villain later on, or I will punch you all in the face.
There you go. You're welcome. Fixed your problem.
Stupid. She actually looks back to San, as San gives her the cold shoulder. You... She looks back at him, there is a single tear in her eye as she looks to San, as she kind of walks out. You never understood.
Oh, they divorced trademarked.
Oh no, I think they were like married or something.
No. Never even... Why did I even bother?
So Aaron's just over here with a natural fucking 20.
As the door closes, Libran,
That's hilarious.
San does look back over.
Master, I'm so sorry about that.
It's...
You can't say it's fine because it's not.
I'll be fine.
Listen, okay, if you need someone to talk to, I'm gonna be around for at least a little bit more. We can have a small conversation if you need.
She gets put back in the bag.
Yep. Slowly, Mila just walks out. With it, Aaron, as you've been sitting here, as this scene is now ending, we go back to the end of this story, and that was the day I learned, don't ever, and I mean don't ever, use snake oil for tempering your blades, boy.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
I was hissing for weeks. Oh, you wouldn't believe my face when that happened, boy. You should have seen it.
And then he's just sitting here absorbing all information. Photographic memory much?
So what you've learned is you've learned of a lot of things not to do.
Yes, cool.
Like for instance,
And that's for blacksmithing. That's a good thing.
yeah. For instance, don't use snake oil. He specifically means like oil that is imbued with elemental snake energy.
Huh.
Yes.
Cool.
Elemental snake energy oil for tempering blades. As well as various things like when or when not to strike the iron, how to better ways to determine if something's hot or not without putting yourself at as much risk for hurting yourself. The kind of glasses you need.
So basically, he gave him the crash course of blacksmithing.
What the fuck did you just say?
The crash course for blacksmithing.
Well, what are you confused by? When to strike the iron or the elemental snake oil?
No, more than anything, the fact that people need lessons on knowing when to tell if shit's hot and how to tell if it's hot without hurting yourself.
More so more at less risk.
Dog, you just look at it and you put your hand
Be
over
able
the
to
metal.
tell if something's hot without putting yourself at risk of injury.
Some people need to be taught that, man. Some
Fair
people
enough.
need to be taught that, brother. Some people
Look,
need
there
to
are
be
people
taught
who have -1
Like
intelligence.
required
The
class.
people like that exist.
that. Yeah, probably. That in mind.
It's in,
However, in terms of
math.
doing things right, you haven't learned a lot. You infer most of what to do right based off of knowing what now not to do. Real
So,
quick,
since he got a natural fucking 20, what statistically or mechanically does he gain from sitting through this entire old man lesson with a natural 20?
basically, okay. You know what?
Does he
This
gain
is gonna
physical?
be really stupid. However, I'm going to let you one thing. Aaron will have one thing because if this was a natural 20. Because this was a natural 20, if they find a blacksmith's setup complete and they find it empty, I will, outside of combat, allow them to try item reforge.
Neat. So, do you want to put that on a sheet? 'Cause I don't know exactly what you mean by item reforge.
Actually, wait, hold up. Actually, that might be too strong. Let me real quick.
I was just thinking about item combine.
Ah, I see. You know what?
Yeah,
Actually,
that's
that
his main
works.
idea.
That just worked. That works just as well. However, you explicitly need a blacksmith's setup pre-made for you.
Oh, because I don't know how to set one up already.
Oh, yeah, that and two, you're not actually.
A blacksmith. I'm just
Yeah.
somehow cosplaying as one.
You're going. I
No,
mean,
it's Whitesmith.
there you go. You also have
My
to roll for
internet
it.
died again.
Jesus,
Oof.
that sucks, Gamma. I'm sorry.
Good.
Must be preset. What does preset mean?
Like it has to be set up. Like the setup for the scenario.
Oh,
has to,
pre
Yeah, like-
hyphen.
Yeah, I should. That probably would be better, actually.
There, I fixed it. I'm fixing it. There you go.
Alright.
I fixed it.
Like
Must
you,
be preset up.
like you can't just do it. You need to actually have a, until you become level 5 and become and choose blacksmiths as a subclass, since that's what you're planning on doing.
Yeah, that's what he's planning on doing. In any case, Hera, she go back outside to find Streamstis.
Oh, that's
Outside.
interesting.
Yes. Because she want new drip.
Oh, what's Arca gonna do? And Aaron, they're still inside. Arca's still
Well,
looking around.
Aaron is
They
going
have
to
a
try to
control.
gain as much
Yeah,
knowledge as he can, and
They will go on.
let me see here.
So
Is
they're
there
going
a
out-
blacksmith
So
setup
they're-
in
they're-
here?
Not in here. You
Okay.
can go outside to find time. Arca, what are you doing if you're still in the building?
Leaving.
All right, going on.
Leaving the building? Okay, cool.
My internet exploded again, and I had to reset it. It's fine.
Ah,
We're good.
fuck.
We're good now. We're
Cool.
good
Are
now.
you absolutely sure, Gamma?
I'm sure this time it
Alright.
won't explode again.
Yee.
That
It'll
sucks.
never do a bad again.
You go out to the this minor market. You see, of course, various people. Let me.
Sporadically create entities.
Yes.
That is what you are about to do.
Yes.
Well, no, more like procedurally create entities.
Yep.
Did somebody say proceed?
Proceed.
Yeah, Aaron's gonna try to get the most out of all this since he's here and, learning about the stuff right before he has the capability of doing it gives him a head start. So, me, yay,
Yeah.
good.
That makes sense.
Basically taking lessons. That's what this is. So I'm guessing item reforge is what's gonna fix up the broken blade, the bent wrong blade.
I think so. It's a level 10 ability. Yeah, but what it does is it lets you reforge items. Who would have thought?
Who would have thunk?
Who did a big
So
thing?
instead, I would have to fuse the item with one of our minor items to fix it.
Yeah, most likely.
Oh, for Hera, this would be fucking fantastic. He is gonna attempt to combine a Choco Diamond with the bent wrong blade.
Oh.
I like the way you said diamond.
It's a
But
diamond.
as you look out, you see the hustle and bustle of the minor market.
The hustle and bustle.
There are
The
more
hustle and
people
bustle of
here.
the minor market.
I just put various people. You see people
Fair enough.
talking to each other. People, you see people talking, shaking hands on things before, before someone gives an item. Presumably, the chances are those are probably people who are part of the commune, simply doing as they do and getting.
Hey yo, I need this.
Yo, hey yo, I need this for a bit. Go ahead, I got 10 extra. And the like.
So,
However, as you kind of walk around, probably because the literal heir of a of a neighboring kingdom is in your group, people are kind of noticing you. They know you're not from here.
Or from another dimension.
technically, yes.
Just from the looks they're given. They're not bad looks. It's just they look at you like you're an outsider. Because they can very clearly tell.
No one got that reference, and that's depressing.
I wasn't even making a reference. I was just being literal.
Oh no,
he
I was
made
making a reference.
They made a reference, not you.
I see.
So Aaron has taken the bent wrong blade and promised Hera to either come back with the bent wrong blade or a Choco Diamond blade. Or a Choco Diamond katana.
Oh.
That sounds like something Libran could wield, honestly. Trying to be the support mage.
Well, Hera specifically is using these items.
Yeah.
In the midst of combat, to be combative.
And Hera said she was going to go for seamstress.
Yeah, seamstress and an armor smith. Basically, she wants comfortable stuff that gives her protection.
All right. That I see where you're going with.
Yeah, light armor that gives steel-based protection. Because, well, I see everybody else has like chainmail or steel plate. So, she wants some of that. She wants to get in on that.
Except me, who is made out of literal cloth.
Well,
and
no,
paper.
you also have a steel plate. You also have a steel plate.
Does Libran have a Facebook?
Oh, and he has a platinum card.
I'm a I'm a metal book. No, actually, my
A metal
explanation
bound
on
book.
that is that I'm one of those fancy diaries with a lock on the side.
What it is you're a book and someone put you're wrapped up in tinfoil.
Or uh, you have a steel back, a steel spine.
Man, this book just magically
Ooh.
transforms. It's crazy, huh?
Damn.
Mine and
A
what's
steel
Air
spine.
and Arca? Anything in the minor market you're particularly interested in? Amongst the various things, you see various people, from artists to blacksmiths, clothes makers, dancers, all sorts of various trade workers.
Seamstresses and steamsters.
You know, hell, you even see what appears. You even see what a you're you're pretty sure that's is you look and you is that
Is that Mila?
is that woman selling NSFW audio in CD form? What the
Born.
what the actual fuck?
Born.
Huh? Who the
I mean, if
what?
if it's the if
Who the
it's good,
Okay,
if
boomer.
it's the goods, then it's basically the goods. If it's good enough, people are gonna buy it.
Like, it's literally like she's selling CDs of adult audio. Like it's just a sign, and she has it's like, who what why, who the fuck? Like you're
Aaron is the only one in the current people present able to buy any of that,
yeah, like you could.
and he doesn't want to buy any of that.
It's like you know, like you're not even interested. It's just like, who the like why would they? You're just baffled at the fact that someone is actually selling that. Like that has to be something someone is only selling to tourists, because like
No one else gonna buy it.
like people from the commune I don't think are gonna, because like what, like just
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
so you're gonna ignore that corner probably. Anything interesting? Arca, Blur, something wrong with your mic?
No.
Yeah, he's not close enough to it.
So what's Arca doing? Are they following Hera, Aaron? Are they going to find any particular type of trade worker?
Follow Hera.
Hera is basically doing armor stuff. She's getting a seamstress to make the under armor that's breathable and whatnot, and then a other guy, an armorer, in order to get some armor for herself. And then she's gonna hand that armor to Aaron with her ranger's ring, and do some combining on that too, because she can only have one item, and I presume you can only like one. Yeah, she can only have one armor because she already has one. She has a permanent one that she can't take off. The draconic DNA. So, yeah.
As you're talking around, are you looking for a seamster or seamstress?
Seamstress. Because they seem to be better. Not to be sexist, but for whatever reason.
You go along, you find, you know, a seamstress. Oh, hello there, little one. How can I help? Hello, young miss. How can I help you?
Can I ask for some under armor clothing?
Oh. Hold up, I actually need to make a roll for this NPC.
Noise.
Okay, so they're not going to make the assumption. So they're not going to make an assumption. All right then. What? All right then. What kind? All right. What kind are you looking for?
The kind that goes under armor.
Well, I meant a bit more. What are you looking for? Are you looking for more scouts kind of armor? More padding for more sort of more so like cloth padding.
One for a black mage.
Padding for padded cloth to place on the inside of, say, plate, or maybe something more leather, or maybe something designed as standard armor that can be worn under more extra armor.
How about padding that would go on the inside and make it like out of really soft material, please? It helps me focus.
Oh, I see. Soft material. All right. Are you by, if I may ask, as she does ask, hold up, they're going to make another roll. I don't know why I want to make this joke so bad. But I don't just want to make the joke because it's dumb.
Yeah, I make dumb jokes all the time.
Oh my
Like
god.
the integrity
they
one.
got low enough. They rolled low enough. So
I don't even
going
think
to...
anybody got my gravity joke. With integrity.
So they're now...
Integrity farm.
I did.
They have failed the intellectual check. As they ask, so is this just for you, or will your boyfriend also be getting Under Armour?
She just goes. She like literally just doubles over in surprise. Not boyfriend. Just the prince.
Apologies.
That's the prince. I'm not a princess.
Apologies. Sorry.
She like physically cringed, and that was audible and visible to the lady, as she visibly cringed before she said that.
Yeah, real quick, what was Arca's reaction to that little phrase, to them saying that?
Get closer to your mic. Blur. Get closer to your mic.
Wi-Fi.
You better stop before. You better stop before I F and F at you.
So, what was Arca's reaction to this person accusing them of being Hera's boyfriend?
Oh, Wi-Fi sucky.
Oh, I see.
Wi-Fi explosion.
That sucks. Real quick.
Mine has 2 gig speed, so
Real quick,
it's not
type
going
it
to explode
then.
anytime. It's not going to explode anytime.
Wi-Fi explosion.
Blur, is something wrong with your... just type it real quick if you want.
Who has throwing carrots?
No
one.
No one's using them at the moment.
Throwing hearts? So, I guess she could give the throwing hearts to the lady in exchange for the stuff, the padding, the soft material padding.
Real quick.
Alright, that's it. I'm gonna cause the
Type
next
it.
roaring.
Type out what Arca's reaction was then.
Yeah, that was a natural fucking 20 before.
Oh,
that was
Jesus.
just insane.
So, you're gonna try and barter for this Under Armour to add to padding?
Yeah, just padding, yeah.
You're gonna barter with the throwing hearts.
Yes.
Interesting.
Do I use intellectual for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just flat intellectual.
Is there any way for me to add physical?
No.
Okay,
Not
cool.
without committing a crime.
No.
To be fair, you did try and barter a weapon for an armor piece.
Oh.
You know,
She doesn't realize that.
It's somewhat believable that, a seamstress wouldn't necessarily care to barter for, like, a weapon in exchange for, like, their Under Armour, their padding.
Fair enough. So
Guys.
basically it's just for money. Okay, fair enough.
Guys, quit. Quit saying I know it's the correct phrase, but Under Armour.
Phrase.
I think of the clothing brand, and I get and
Well, it sucks
I
to be
want to make
you. Your
jokes
mind
so
is
bad.
corrupt. Sucks to be you. Your mind is corrupt.
Well, guess what?
Under Armour.
Chicken butt.
Although I am still willing to make it. After, I mean, the payment doesn't have to be up front. There's just no payment up front. I'm afraid you'll have to wait till I create it, correct? You'll
How
just have to
much
wait till
is
it's
it?
fully. Well, if you just want some nice, comfortable padding, I've got a few variants. I've got cotton, I've got mutton, and I've got Zyro, and I've got citrus fiber, all of which are plenty. Since it's not really anything special, it's more so padding to be placed within plate. You know, that way.
Yeah.
It's not too much,
How-
though. Depending.
How much?
Well, cotton is fairly simple. It's a humble, simple. It's well made, of course. I put effort into it. It's just a simple. I'd say just a standard. About $50 $50, 65 for the mutton, and 100 for the citrus fiber.
So citrus is better. Okay.
Though it's more so for the durability itself, not necessarily comfort.
So what's the one that's most comfortable in your opinion?
Most comfortable, in my opinion? Oh, well, I'd have to probably say mutton.
She looks at Arca and asks, can we get the mutton padding? Just type it.
Anyway, so I assume you're going to let them buy this mutton so they can for this mutton Under Armour. Is that if that's okay?
Is that okay? Blair?
Blair,
Just type your answer.
did your internet die completely? Maybe.
We can hear stuff coming through. Maybe if
Yes,
you
I'm
lift
back.
the mic.
I
Okay, fair enough. Okay, we good. All right. So yes to the mutton.
Okay, it's not Epstein.
Can we just barter or bargain? Yeah. Haggle. There's my where my mind need to go. Let's see if she can haggle lower.
You're gonna try and haggle lower than 65?
Yeah, by 15. She's gonna haggle for 15.
Not the
Or
merchant.
not 15, but
Not
50.
The merchant gendering Orca.
Arca, are you gonna help them haggle to get this mutton Under Armour down from 65 to how low are you trying to go?
Just to 50.
Alright.
Alright
Uh,
then.
Wait, internet's slow, so slow that I can still hear you on top, but the screen is like not loading.
Weird.
Yeah, that sucks. No.
Oh, 10. Not the best roll, not the worst.
With Arca's help, it's technically plus both your intellectual plus the +2 as it's a group action. So it would be
12? Oh, 13?
Yeah. Sadly, you can't get them down to 50. You can get them down to 60.
Better than 65.
That in mind, are you going to get the mutton Under Armour?
She says yes. It's up to Blair.
Yeah.
I heard yes.
My.
I gotta write. Man.
My legs
I need
exploded.
I need to write so much, but it will be worth it in the end because I have so much good ideas, so many good ideas.
Well, it's supposed to just be placed within the steel plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. She then goes right down to the armorers and asks
Just
for...
so you know, Once you get that steel plate, if you decide to get it, I'll sew it in. I'll sew the padding into the plate,
For
free
how
of
much?
charge.
Thank you.
If you,
She
it's
goes.
always free. I always sew. If it's my product, I'll sew it in free.
Thank you. She leaves the Martin Under Armour with her because she thinks that they're not going to do anything with it. I'll be back with the steel plate. Is that fair? Did you hear me?
Yeah. With this
Okay.
in mind, you're just gonna leave Arca here all alone.
Well, Arca can follow if he wants. She only left the Martin here.
Yeah.
Can I do Aaron's role to make a Choco Blade? Choco Diamond Blade.
You haven't found someone willing to let you use their setup. You still need to find that. As you walk around, you kind of see the various blacksmiths. You see some of them working with hammers, some of them seemingly using mechanical hammers, some of them seemingly smithing with entirely different materials. In fact, you see a bloxer with a bloxer blacksmith literally smithing with his bare hands.
Who's using a regular hammer?
Various people.
He goes to one of those various people.
As you kind of go up and talk to them, you're gonna ask them if you can try and fuse
Yeah, he's
something.
gonna ask.
So you're not even gonna ask them if you can, like, if they'll fuse for you. You're gonna ask them if you can use their setup to try and fuse.
Well, no, he's gonna first ask if they can fuse the items together. Ask to use their services.
As you go around, you look. Oh. Well, not quite sure how to do that one. You kind of ask around various people. Healing item with the food, with the weapon. Someone here is probably able to do that, but not me. Before finding a few people who some of them say they'd be willing to try, but, not without...
Can he attempt to help them if they're willing to try?
I mean, you gotta give me an intellectual roll with Aaron to see if he can really convince anyone to try and do it.
Yeah,
If he can really convince anyone,
12.
As you look around, a majority of smiths don't... Mostly because you're trying to fuse healing items and non-healing items on a fundamental level. Like, from what you've learned, is incredibly hard. Like, for instance, the main reason Arca's teacup dagger worked is because character tea itself also comes with a special type of cup.
Well,
Meaning,
that was just like one of my main... I mean, you can instead probably do blindfolds. I have an idea for fusing blindfolds in the bent wrong.
You're going to use leather bindings on the bent wrong sword?
No.
Oh, wait.
Blindfolds.
What
Right here.
are you trying to do with the blindfolds?
He's going to replace the handle and, like, hopefully that they're able to just bang, bang, bang the sword into a normal. I want the blinded blade, essentially. Yes.
I'm sorry, are you getting rid of the blindfolds?
Question. Before I actually attempt to do this, do people like and want the blindfolds? Why do we have the blindfolds?
Well, I mean, I don't know why we have them or where we got them, but I think they could be of decent future
Basically,
use.
the Lightners
Why?
the Lightners put on the blindfolds when they sleep. Because at night, in the Dark World gets literally, like, as close to absolute zero in a thermodynamic state as possible. So without the blindfolds, like the sheer lack of stimuli, like fucks with you hella bad.
Okay.
If I recall, I think a few sessions ago, Hera actually like saw it happen.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't really care much for it at all. She just watched stuff until she passed the fuck out.
It certainly wasn't nice looking at it.
No, but she didn't really care. She was able to avoid.
Granted, I forget how much of that Aaron and Non know. I think they know in full. I just don't remember what their reactions was to knowing that information.
Do we have... Okay. Seeded heart. Maybe we can do seeded heart on this.
Look around. I mean, if it's a non-healing item, yeah, they'd be... Plenty of smiths are willing to try it. Some for money, some just for the fun of it. Granted...
let's go for one of the ones who want for the fun of it.
Note, if you go to one of the ones who's more so just curious to see what they can make with it, they are a less skilled smith.
Okay, then he's gonna have to pay money for it.
Go around asking various places, seemingly speaking, if a master smith was in this minor market, maybe.
Is there an intermediate smith in this one?
Not in this market, sadly.
What kind of smiths are here?
Mostly level 10s. They would all be like level 10s smiths.
If they're all level 10 smiths,
most of them. Some of them are like 2. Some of them are 12s. Some 13s. They're like, okay, there may be like one level 15 smith here, but actually finding them would be an incredible hassle. And
so we're gonna go with a regular level 10. He's going to help them as well as pay them.
Right as you go around, you're kind of...
So he's going to...
You're going to try and find someone who's willing to work with the bent wrong sword and the seated heart.
Yeah, and hopefully make the seated katana. Hopefully.
As you look around, so you talk. Give me an intellectual roll to see just how much money you can avoid spending real quick.
Hey, don't touch the dice. It is my dice.
I was just moving it because remember this is tilted.
Ah, right. Dirty 20.
Goddamn. So you find a smith who is like, all right, these are 2 basic items. This seems pretty fun. Sure, you got my interest. $35 dark dollars. What? $35 dark dollars, and $35 dark dollars.
Can I also help?
If you...
Is that possible?
Give me another intellectual roll to see if you can convince him.
Okay.
You're not a blacksmith yet.
No, but he's also... This guy is also in it for the fun of it, so why not also let this other guy have some fun too? 13.
Ooh, not enough.
Not enough. Okay,
Nope.
Fair enough. 35 then. He'll spend...
Hold up.
35 then, you said?
Hold up. 35 if I actually make something.
35 if you make something.
If I can't make anything,
Okay.
well, I just gave you a fucked up sword.
Fair enough.
Alright?
Let's see his roll. I'm not the one who has to deal with the dice here. This is your NPC.
I know.
Actually, it's pronounced die.
Oh.
I'm joking.
Oh, that's good.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's fairly good. Cause this guy, cause I'm trying to think, cause I'm giving this guy action ranks in my head. He has a +2 to his intellectual and his physical, so this would be a +4. So this is a 16.
Ooh, okay, so we have the seated katana.
that in mind, the name is now going go to the item section. All right. As he
Bent wrong
success
sword.
with it, congratulations, you've done it.
Yay!
The
And I
sword
don't think-
that you first had when you first came into the Dark World has been upgraded into better state.
What kind of better state?
For one thing, he manages to get the bend out of it.
Good. And now we have more room in our party money and key items. So is this seamstress technically an item master?
No. Seamstress is not necessarily.
Well, I just thought that would just be a, you know how blacksmiths deal with metal, seamstresses would just deal with cloths.
Well, the reasoning behind it is that because blacksmiths, in context, are actually, like, acquiring some aspect of magic that can be used.
So
like,
she's just...
Yeah, that, and two, an item master as a class, a lot of its abilities, a lot of it rolls around, like, actually forging things mid-fight.
Fair enough. Okay, cool.
Like, on a technical level, not all the level 10 blacksmiths are level 10 item masters, if you kind of understand what I'm sort of trying to imply.
So, I'm guessing because it was a seeded heart, it gains grass and heart. The seeded katana?
More or less. With it, as it's finally put into
Plant
a
and heart.
proper state. Let me actually... With this is actually, let me actually write the sword around here.
And does it just give pluses to the elements that she has, or does it
This
also
specifically...
give stat boosts?
So, the seeded katana, due to being the seeded heart... So, how it worked was, if you had just repaired the bent wrong sword into a more standard normal katana, it would have just been a generic +3 to attack and a plus tech element.
I got kicked. Can you re-invite me?
Whoops, that's strange. It could be my internet. Hold on.
Wi-Fi.
Weird.
Shift tab.
That's strange. Why is Steam's being
Attempt
weird?
again.
I think.
Attempt again.
16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I don't.
7,
That's
8,
so. What?
10,
Hello?
11,
Attempt again.
That's really weird. For some reason, it's. Why is it not weird? Okay, let's see here. Get me real quick. I need to. Block reload. That's. Like, where is the invite to join group? That's not it. Why is it saying apparently I have no connection?
No connection.
Which isn't the case.
Connection terminated.
For some reason, I think Steam thinks I'm offline when I'm not.
Reload Steam.
It exploded.
I just tried to.
Connection
Internet
terminated.
explosion.
Incredibly.
Oh
Kaboom.
wait, no.
Yes,
Steam's
Rico.
having a thing. No. It's all of Steam. It's not just me.
It's Steam. Steam's going through maintenance. Alright. Okay.
All right, cool.
That sucks.
I guess I just watched the stream.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Now, because this is the seeded katana and an extra item, the stat increases it's given. You can either A, have it just to increase the stat increases it would already have, or have it also give pluses to another stat on top of it.
Well, what are the stats that it will give?
So, normally, if you didn't make this... If you had just repaired it into, like, into just a katana, it would give you a +3 to attack and tech element. Like,
Okay.
it would give you stat increases and some sort of effect. Because this is not only that, but an minor key item on top of it, it now gets more stat increases as well as even more elements.
Oh, well.
So
This
I'm trying
seated
to...
katana has plant, heart, and tech.
However, I'm thinking of maybe cutting one of those out.
We can get rid of the tech.
That works. That works.
So it's just transplanting both, rewriting the katana's elements as that instead of getting all three.
Yeah. Not only that, it's now not just
So,
a
and
plus
then
3 to attack, it's also a plus 3 to attack, and... Should
we gotta say mag.
And magic. Alright.
Yeah, and magic. And gives a bunch of freaking elements that I don't think my items actually fight with each other. Plant. Element. Plus. Arch. Element. Plus 3 attack. Plus 3 mag.
However, because you're dual wielding, it won't give you the plus 3 to magic, sadly. Unless you don't want the extra attack.
I mean, no, we can get rid of the extra attack.
Well, remember,
Her magic is her main stat.
So, up her magic, not the attack?
Yeah. Her attack is insane. Her attack is nearly fighter level.
Casual reminder, you're human.
Yes, I know. That's my point, is that she doesn't need more attack, she needs more mag. Oh, and okay. So, my other idea now is to combine steel plate with Arthrax's Ranger Ring. He's gonna be fun times.
Well, the only problem with that is you're not the one with the steel plate.
No, but I thought we were gonna buy a steel plate, have the padding sewn in, and then combine.
I see.
Yes.
As you go over, Aaron, as you successfully hold the seated katana within both hands, you're not sure how to feel considering you just upgraded what was your first weapon. Yet, well...
It's my hand-me-down by my sister, and she deserves something good because she's trying her damnedest to not kill people.
With it, suddenly, I assume Hera just kind of suddenly comes over. The classic anime...
She basically appears behind him.
No, you know what she does? It's like the classic Animus trope. The little sister runs over screaming, "Oni-chan!" as she fucking tackles him.
Nipa.
Yes. Can we have physical being rolled here to see how badly she tackles this man?
If you want to, go ahead.
I don't have the ability to anymore, remember?
Oh, right. Tell me when to stop.
Stop. Physical, that's 14. 13, sorry. Compared to his... Stop.
Boom.
Oh.
7.
She topples him.
Yeah, it's the classic anime trope. The younger sister just sprints over, screaming "Oni-chan" and fucking tackles him.
Oni-chan.
Oh yeah, but they.
You feel a shoulder go right into your gut.
No, yeah, but they. Yugi. Oh, now say.
I got a katana for you, I fixed the blade up with the help of a guy. Ah.
Ouches. Man, your stomach hurts, huh?
Oh, why did you have to go? God. Anywho, she takes the blade graciously and then asks him about looking for some steel plate.
Chances are you can probably get steel plate armor from many an armorer here. Though if you just want
But it needs to be fitted to her. She's small as fuck.
True.
So I guess she's gonna look around for armor her size, steel plate armor her size.
As you look around, you do find, there are full armor suits that are close to your size.
I mean, if it's close to her size, I think all they have to do is do a bang, 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 hit that bow, and it's her size.
Looking around, as you look around various armorers, is Arca with Aaron and Hera?
Yeah.
Looking around, you all kind of look around. You do find, you don't, at least not full armor pieces. You do find an armor with various armor pieces, seemingly incomplete. Seemingly, this one actually does have a stand where you can get your size checked and fitted more proper.
She does that because that's something that she needs to do because she's not the standard Joe Schmo. She's small as fuck. She is going to be the tiny tank.
Of course, moving around. Of course, of course, there are various ones who do it, and many are offering. You can get your sizes for free. Quite a few places. Some they don't have. For some of them you'd have to mix and match pieces and the like. However,
I mean, but we're able to come up with a.
Let's go for a physical roll, actually, in this case.
Fair enough. Well, why not physical and intellectual?
Not intellectual. This is like you've gotten a good, you've gotten a good idea of the general attitude of most people here. This is literally to physically search for an armorer.
All right, stop. 19.
And you find one. Evidently, and you find it. Over here. I got generic pieces of armor from every which ways and angle. Of every which ways and angles. Any colors you want, you can comes to me, baby. Don't use worries. We get you your swanking suit.
She is dashing over there.
As
let's get it started.
Clang.
Luckily for you, you were able to find an armorer who doesn't literally forge the armor who isn't gonna who isn't technically a blacksmith,
He's just fitting. He's a good fitter.
Yeah. Well, step right up, little ladies. What you need, huh?
Steel plate, please. I have mutton Under Armour padding that I can put on it with
steel plate, girly. All right. What kind of steel are we talking about? I got a few different qualities.
Well, she browses the qualities. What is the quality of their steel plate? Because, I mean, it's quite clearly on Arca, I think. So, I think she can just look at his quality and then compare it to the quality that's there.
From what you can tell, chances are the literal, just generic, steel chest plate Arca is wearing, it was just kind of a, generic one-size-fits-all, appears to be, from what you could tell reading it, some sort of more or less, steel alloy. Nothing special. We've got yourself your...
does he have?
You've got yourself your soft... We've got yourself your more soft steel. Your more soft steel. You got your stainless steel. You got yourself some aluminum steel. got some more tempered-esque, some 28, some 28 caliber, some 38 stuff.
How about aluminum steel?
Aluminum steel, all right, girly, all right. Still got some
She
good.
is literally wearing what one would put on a Mercedes from Germany.
Aluminum. Just so you know, this alloy is not Just so you know, this alloy is a 50-50, aluminum and steel.
50-50?
Yeah.
That'll work.
And it's mostly, and the steel itself is standard military steel.
That's good. That's great. Yes.
All right then, girly. Let's try and get you fitted. What kind of? Let's keep looking around here. So first things first. Let's try and get your measurements done right. And in the middle of the measurements, suddenly, you hear something.
Ooh. What?
You hear a shout. Oh my god, what is that? There's a strange creature, everyone get away from it! Oh my god! Hey, get that thing! Someone get that thing! It just stole all the food from my stall! As you look
Hera
over...
is just... Blaster. What the fuck is that? I can't even scroll in to see that. It's a rat.
Oh,
She looks over.
Yeah, that's no
she
rat.
just looks over at it and just...
As you look over, you see a fluffy tail, a very canine-esque tail, run off down this path.
She goes running like draconic saber.
Alright, I guess we're gonna roll physical for you. Tell me when to stop.
Yep. Stop. 17.
No, you do.
17.
Yeah, you do a pretty good roll. Are Arca and Aaron gonna try and go after her as she sprints off after this creature?
Can I do a physical roll to summon Le Blaster? Or... Because she's probably going to summon multiple Le Blaster to blast the shit out of it.
I mean... I guess. So, real quick. Is Aaron and Arca sprinting after
I mean,
her?
Aaron is just like... she got it.
Arca?
Also, can you increase your FPS? You're dropping like a rock. I gave you nitro.
I don't want to run it at too high because I don't want to kill my PC.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
All right.
Sorry.
Well, it's really the bit rate that we're looking at here, not frames per second. It's fine.
Because Arca, you saw something. You saw something that would definitely pique your interest. Because that didn't look like any form animal you've ever seen.
Well, I cannot roll her physical because I don't have her stat sheet anymore because of Steam.
Arca, Blur, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Is Arca going to follow Hera?
No, they're going to go to that thing that you said that piqued their interest.
That's the animal.
Yeah, that's the animal. That's why I asked.
Alright, yeah.
Because everybody else is going, Arca or Aaron also comes over.
Alright, then you two alright, then real quick. Arca, tell me when to stop rolling, Blair. Did you say stop? I didn't hear you.
Stop. There it goes.
God damn. So you're behind. So you're at the back of the group. To be fair to you, this kind of just came out of nowhere.
And then she just went predatory.
And Aaron, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
You're keeping up
19.
with her pretty well.
Yeah. Now can I have her roll her physical?
All right.
Destroy this little motherfucker.
Oh god.
Hera is
Oh no.
Anything other than a natural 1.
Oh, this is very bad. This is bad. Why? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
24. Can I
Aiden, you
have
don't
2
know
void
what you've
blasters?
done. Oh no. Oh
What?
no, I can't even realistically roll to let. Should I? I'm not even sure if I can let this thing have a chance at dodging.
What? She saw creature. Creature stole shit. She killed creature. I'm giving it to her in that light.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to give this animal a roll.
To attempt to dodge the
No.
blaster that's about to destroy
No.
it.
You want to adopt it?
I mean, hold on. We can instead change her thing from being a blaster to her catching up and grabbing it.
You said you were blasting it.
Alright, fair enough. Natural 1.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's obnoxious.
Well, we both saw the nat 1 on that, right?
I stopped rolling because you were talking.
Okay.
Actually, wait, I might.
Can you attempt to nab me? Let me, shift tab here. The maintenance is over.
Wow.
Let me in. Let me in.
Alright, let me try and.
Again. Let me in.
Let me in.
Nice. Let's see if maybe. No, it's not. It didn't. Son of a bitch. Oh, it did. Okay.
Loop. Ba-ding.
It's like midnight
Shift
where
tab.
I'm at right now.
Yes, connecting.
Ma'am, that is an 11-pound whole slab of deli ham.
Okay.
It had.
Now, so you're going to blast it. That's what you said, right?
Well, yes. I did say I was going to blast it.
When are we gonna end? It's like midnight where I'm at.
Well, I suppose. Oh, if it's midnight where you are, I suppose this is technically. This might be the perfect time to end it, I guess. Because
But
this is technically.
creature.
This is basically ending at the start of the side quest.
Well,
It's-
give the animal a chance.
Yeah, we're giving it a chance, man.
But I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna get out of there. It's gonna get void blasted real quick.
What blaster were you using again?
Void.
Okay. Wait. Okay. 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 Now, I know you got an at 20 on that. No, wait, you got really...
20. No, it was a natural 20, but you had
This is...
wound.
This is an 85 cost. So that does mean... Okay. Okay. Okay.
No,
Okay.
you can't just change this. It was a natural 20.
Yes, but this is an 85 TP spell. Remember, the cost does involve it. You said
24. It's a natural 20 and plus 4.
Yes.
This 15 is incorrect. We had.
Are you what? So is it the void type or the draconic type?
You know what? Let's just go for draconic type because that's easier to summon for her.
Oh.
And a bunch of those.
Oh no.
Yeah, a bunch of those.
Okay. All right.
So how many on a natural 20? How many draconic level blasters can she summon?
It's irrelevant.
I know, but I want to know the number for next time, because there is probably going to be a next time that she gets a natural 20 outside of combat.
I'd probably a natural. I mean, on a technical level, since it is a nat 20, I will say as many as you technically feel you need. I'll put it like this. Like, your current max based on the TP cost for Draconic Blaster is like up to like, let's see here,
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 7.
8.
So about
7?
like 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
4 of those motherfuckers come out and just go.
Okay, so it's going. So that.
4.
Okay.
4 of them.
So this is an 18 plus a 5 physical.
Well, natural 24, my sir. Good sir.
And okay, so
24.
I'm not going to
18
say it
plus
lives,
5.
but I'm going to say, depending on how you react to what I say next, it might live. Because as you hear it, the first blast goes off, and loudly, as loud as possible, an ear-piercing sound of a dog in pain is heard.
Oh
As
The other blasters, instead of blasting, they try to restrain it before they dissipate. Because she has a nat 20 on this shit.
Yeah, so
She's
you
going to be
have
able
enough
to
control.
control them.
They're able to restrain it and pin it. They don't even need to. You walk up, and you guys see, like, Libran and Non. You guys walk out. Master San is with you because he heard that. As you see, just right here, you see this creature as, well, it no longer has a tail, and it's missing a leg, as well as a rather significant part of its chest.
And then you see Hera's not walking. She was sprinting on all fours.
And what you see
with extreme speed. She tackles it.
Hera, quit chasing that squirrel and get your ass back here.
It violently screams again in agony as you jump on it. Again, like a dog. Or a canine.
She attempts to get whatever it is holding away from it.
It's already dropped what it was holding.
Oh, then she
this thing is on the ground crying in agony right now.
Well, shit. Okay.
What you have in your, what you basically just tackled was a dog you just crippled.
Can I have to heal prayer. I have to try.
It is violently throwing you away from it. It is trying to drag itself away.
It has 3 blasters on it that are saying no.
It can barely move. This thing is struggling. It's terrified. It's horrified. Arca.
I am making her roll a physical in order to immediately try to breathe healing on it.
Okay.
19. Nat 19. That's
you
a 23.
do pretty good. The only problem is you incinerated parts of its body.
Well, yeah, no, but the HP damage is gone, and the pain should be gone.
Yeah, here's the thing. That doesn't just mean it regenerates the lost limbs.
No, I didn't say that it regenerated its lost limbs. I said
it's not in pain anymore. It's still there. It's terrified. It's struggling to get away. Arca.
Can we do a try?
Before that, Arca. What you see before you is beyond jaw-dropping. Arca, that's not a form. That's a shadow. That's a shadow animal.
Puppers. We're keeping the dog no matter what now. At this point, we have to keep the dog. There are no questions asked, correct? Do we agree?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to have her roll something, I guess passive, in order to try to calm the dog down and apologize, essentially.
Alright, you can certainly try.
She fucked up and she knows that. Can she use intellectual in this role?
No.
It has to just be straight passive,
yep.
Which is 0. Yeah, that's not that bad.
Yeah, one problem. You're the reason this thing is missing 2 limbs.
That's fair.
It's not letting... It is... the moment you so much as try... after you healed it, it's still looking like it is trying to get away from you. One thing it is doing, it is getting away from you.
she gets off on the other side of it, and the blasters also go away, and she basically corralled it in the other direction. She's here. Yeah, and it only has one way to go, which is to Aaron and Arca.
One thing you will notice, I'm actually going to roll something for Arca, actually.
So it's here. Arca's here, and these two are here.
Tell me when to stop rolling, Blair. Oof.
Why does no one have any passive other than Non?
Yeah. Actually, like, oh yeah.
Non is the only one who has a passive stat.
Alright, so I guess that doesn't necessarily... I'm not going... Arca, for some weird reason, while it doesn't seem to be approaching you, it's looking towards you for some reason.
Can Aaron try to entice it with a heart's donut?
Oh yeah, he certainly can.
Okay, what is this? What role is this? Physical? Passive?
Physical and passive.
Alright, so he gets a +1 on this roll. Oh, no, I wasn't done rolling yet. It just didn't let me... There. There you go. There you go. Dirty 20. Dirty 20.
It looks to you... You know... It's certainly... I mean, it seemingly... While it looks to Arca, it does slowly kind of drag itself over closer to Aaron and start eating from his hand. You're not quite sure if it trusts you exactly, but it certainly sees you as...
Can he pat the animal? Can he pat? Can he give it a pat? He cannot give it a pat.
Not necessarily.
So Aaron is going to make himself look as unthreatening as possible and sit his ass down on the ground.
What is that? I've
never seen over here.
Anything like
moved
that.
Out of the way to make it so it doesn't feel trapped anymore either.
Non will actually kind of sit a bit closer to sit over you, so you're not just alone. What is this creature?
Is there anything in pages?
What?
My pages.
No, there would not. You have absolutely no comprehension what this is. The only person who has any idea what this is Arca.
Harry doesn't give a fuck what it is. We're keeping it.
Just like me, for real, for real.
Do you tell them what it is?
This is a shadow dog.
You don't know how the name comes to you, but you get the name...
Chad dog.
Let's see here.
He's feeding the dog.
You get the name Fowol. When you look
How do you spell that?
Fwol.
Fowl or wolf? Wolf. It's a wolf.
Oh no.
Can we roll another passive physical check to
husky.
pat the dog?
As Master Son approaches it...
Tell me, Jack, please tell me, are we gonna get a chance to hit the dog?
I mean, Hera did her best. She literally gave it a 19.
Yes. Oh, a shot. Wait. That... What? Master Son, actually, this is a shadow?
Oh, I can see it now. Originally, it looked like a massive fucking rat. Now I see the wolf.
It's a squirrel.
Yeah, you could also say squirrel on that.
But that makes... But why would... How... Why is there a shadow here? If anything, that should... Wait. You all. A moment. He goes to run off this way. And
Hera
quickly comes...
is sort of over there. Is she
However, before he even goes there, someone does actually already approach. 2 people. What's going on? We heard a... Listen, I think we found the creature we're looking for.
Hera now stands up because when people say we found the thing we're looking for, that normally means you want to hurt it.
Well,
For some mythological reason, you want to destroy the creature. So she's like,
looky here. What is that, San? It's a shadow. It's a shadow animal. Oh, I think this is what's been. I think this is what's been attacking.
Is this a shadow to be found?
I think this is what's been attacking Muox. Your Muox.
Is a shadow one of the royal guard dogs?
do not move the boy. The boy needs to stay next to him.
Not specifically a guard dog. This is just a shadow wolf. Like this is.
Can I roll physical to attempt to pat the dog?
You certainly can.
Passive?
Go ahead. Roll physical and passive.
Just physical, basically.
Yeah. And from yeah. I can just tell looking at that thing's snoot. That's the thing that's been leaving the bite marks on our Muox.
18.
As you approach it,
he's already next to it.
You
Hair is not touching. Hair is not touching it. No. It's Aaron. Aaron, the one who's been feeding it, is touching.
Slowly,
at it.
but surely, the tenseness in its neck loosens as you slowly kind of start petting.
It's all right, buddy. We're not gonna hurt you anymore.
More
just
slowly
startled and confused us. All right.
You look at it. It's missing a tail and one of its legs.
Harriet, don't do that again. Seriously. All right. She murmurs.
Something you also notice. Wait. Oh. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery, but I think we've got another problem. As he actually points to the rear end. This is a female.
Oh no. There are more.
Not only that, it's a female stealing food.
That means there's a den with babies.
That's not... We
need to find them and take them in. Or relocate them to a place that's more natural suited for them.
Well, we've been wondering what's been going at our... What at all? Well, Well then. Alright. Listen up.
I have a feeling that you changed the side quest in order to make it so that we didn't just destroy it immediately.
Kind of. Like the
Bane.
Basically, had you said void blasters, this would have still happened. However, you wouldn't have had to stop 3 other blasters. Basically. Like...
I mean, but the Void Blaster sticks around.
Yeah.
and he's a 55er. So if he hits, there's probably going to be nothing left of this guy.
No,
Yeah.
what I'm saying is like it like no matter what, because of its 18, it would technically live the first hit. It's just because you're doing the draconic ones, you're going to hit with multiple blasters.
And Hera is going to attempt to approach with food now. Rations, whatever it needs to be.
Well, roll me a physical and a passive, Hera.
Physical passive?
Yep.
That's one thing she's good at. Physical. 17. Damn.
As you approach and carefully try and, it doesn't necessarily know you summoned the blaster. You're just the one who tackled it. So it looks at you, and it will take the rations.
Can
But,
she give it a pat? Because it is being pat already by Aaron.
Because Aaron is already petting it, it will tolerate it. It looks
cool.
at you.
She looks guilty and sad as fuck. She looks like she's regretting her actions.
Arca, you don't have to roll anything. If you say you want to pet it, you can just pet it.
Because Aaron basically domesticated the motherfucker.
It's with fire.
More like Aaron's the only one it's trusting.
What about Arca, since they're both shadows?
It's letting you pet it immediately.
And then Hera sort of fucked up with it, so it's tolerating her. But,
well,
yeah.
If this is a mother, then we do have to go out there and find those cubs. If she needs to steal food, it means nursing isn't enough for them.
Can you guys take them in? Do you guys have enough profit to be able to take the cubs in?
Well, I'd be more than happy to care for her. Well, I'd be more than happy to help. As things are, I'm certain we have people here who can care for them. God,
Good.
oh
Good. I didn't mean to hurt. She starts mumbling to herself.
As you start
with
mumbling,
varying degrees of panic.
You kind of, Non puts a hand on your shoulder and hugs you. Hey, kid.
She hugs back.
Kid. You didn't mean it.
In any other video game, this wolf would have just been an enemy and that would have been it. But here, we have a new pet doggo.
Correction. Almost.
Like the wolf from Resident Evil 4.
What would it take in order to domesticate this doggo?
Not crippling it.
Anything else?
Not crippling it.
Give him
Aaron,
love and effect.
can Aaron domesticate the doggo?
I mean, well, you can't really domesticate a wild animal.
Tame.
I mean, yes. However,
Wait, Jack, you gotta give it bones.
it's kind of only 3 legs.
So? That's like saying you're gonna throw away a toy just because.
Well, I mean, it's like you guys are gonna add. You guys are gonna have a crippled party member.
Well, no, we're gonna fix the problem.
He's the Joe Swanson of the group. You still love him.
Yeah, you still love him, and we're gonna probably get her a prosthetic leg from one of the metal workers.
What are we gonna call the dog? What are we gonna call him?
This is all the.
That's an Aaron question because Aaron's the one who did
That's depending on
work.
whether or not you can actually take it with you.
I wanted to take it with it.
Well, no, I presume that.
Is it a girl or a boy?
It's a girl. It's a girl.
Girl.
Yeah.
Aaron would be helping it lead its way back to its children so that he can feed the children because
Why y'all
to
calling
her
her
it's obvious that Aaron has food.
Why y'all calling her an it? She's
Sure.
not a thing. She's a living being. Call her her.
I thought I did. I thought I was calling her.
Calling her it.
To her, Aaron has food, so I presume she trusts him for following.
So is Hera saying this out loud that like they gotta have her lead her to the Cubs?
Yeah, that has to happen
I
because
don't.
that's
I'm not sure about that. I don't even think she can really stand at the moment.
well, I thought we were going to, help her first.
Let's get her inside. Somewhere where
Aaron
she
pets. I guess Aaron has to do the animal handling role, doesn't he?
kind of it seems to just let Arca touch it perfectly fine. Arca, are you gonna help Aaron pick up the foal?
Yeah. I'm gonna help the doggo.
The two of you help up the doggo. Gently in your
Yay.
arms as you slowly kind of bring it into the training building.
Hera is feverishly trying to pet the doggo because she hurt the doggo. She didn't mean to hurt the doggo. She's attempting to make up for hurting the doggo.
Alright. Well, I'm not so sure we can just... Well, we can either go out now either try and go out now or try and plan something. We can...
Well. Oh! Idea. I can use my constructs to scour the lands for it. For their den.
Well...
4 pairs of eyes are better than 1.
Suppose that works. Poor thing.
Yeah, question.
Yeah.
Poisson.
What purpose does this wolf serve?
She's the mother of cubs, and now there's a problem. If the mother can't reach back to her cubs, they're gonna starve.
These are Scooby-Doo.
Sure, that might necessarily stop, like, farm animals getting attacked, but at the same time, these are shadows.
So?
Like, I don't think you I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. Arca coming into existence was a big deal. Because they were the first shadow born in like 100 years. The fact that there is a shadow wolf just here in the stacked deck kingdom speaks so much volumes, especially when you remember...
Wait, pause.
Like...
Rousey.
Is Rousey a shadow?
Yeah.
No, he's a form.
Rousey's a shadow.
He's a shadow?
Yeah. Rousey's a shadow,
Okay,
remember? That's how we work it. Like,
And you said in 100 years, but...
Or, I guess...
We have no idea how old Rousey is.
You get what I mean, though. Like, basically...
Rousey's the shadow of a boss monster. Like, he probably could live for long.
No, why would Rousey be a form? He's not a secret.
It's fine.
Like, ecologically, because, like, the shadow grass fields existing in the stacked deck kingdom is a really major thing for, like, the ecology of the Dark World. So the fact that there are shadow animals existing in any context is so monumental for the actual ecosystem.
For the race of shadows in general.
For shadows in general, for the ecology of the Dark World in its entirety. Like, before... Yeah, like, shadows are coming back from extinction. And, however, they kind of will go extinct again if all of these kingdoms keep disconnecting and creating their own artificial fountains.
So basically,
I'm gonna be the one who punches
Arcus will be the
punches whoever thought that was a good idea.
to
Like straight
disconnect
up, I'm gonna invent a spell
to punch
called
everyone.
Salty Fist, and I'm gonna murder them.
You cannot create spells. I don't think. As a scholar, I don't think you can like make new spells. Is that right? I don't remember.
Sadly, no. They can learn, so someone else could make Salty Fist. And they could
I.e.,
learn it.
Hera.
Damn, I kinda wanted it to be a me exclusive thing, but whatever.
I mean, technically in lore, you can technically create spells. It's just mechanically speaking, like it's like you don't have the mechanics to do it. Technically, it's a lore thing.
Hera just does shit.
Yeah.
Does
Like
magic.
it's more for Hera's
I,
case. Like the custom spells from apprentice is more like you are learning how to the fundamental functions of creating functional magic spells. It's more like technically.
Hera's just over here doing
So
whatever
on a
she wants.
technical level, I probably should write this down later. I probably will. In lore, any spellcaster, as long as they get to a significantly high enough level, can just create new spells. It's just a case of, it's not the same as, making my custom spell as like because of my level up. Like it's more like studying and crafting a system through magic, which is totally doable for Lybrand. Technically, in lore, due to how old he is and the knowledge he has, it just wouldn't be easy. It's just incredibly difficult.
We should probably do something about the doggo.
Yeah. Mine, are you guys are still discussing what should you do? Should you try and wait to help her recover enough so she can
If
Snowgrave. Nah, I'm joking.
If we help the dog, then there's a chance that the cubs might starve or abandon their home. So we have to go out now.
I kind of agree, too. If those cubs, even if they're not necessarily good at hunting, if nursing ain't enough for them, they can hunt. Worst case scenario, they don't starve and, and they do too well.
Okay, question. One, I don't believe Darkners. I don't think there's a single organic Darkner. Two, they can probably eat dark food. I know that, but where are they gonna get it outside of a restaurant?
Hence why
this is an
wolf
animal.
was trying to, yeah.
This is an animal, Lybrand. This is non-sentient. This is an animal. Like fully and completely. Like that's why it's so monumental that it exists.
Okay, yes, I know this, but how are these things even supposed to survive, hypothetically?
Probably, well, I mean, not all forms are made of plastic,
Oh, no.
Well, not all shadows are made of...
And technically speaking, shadows being made of pure primordial living darkness means on a technical level, shadows are the only thing made of actual flesh in the Dark World. Without, any extra caveats. So...
Oh, so there is organic material in the Dark World, and it's these things.
Well, think of it this way. For instance, Hathies. Hathies are plant element. They're organic. Just, organic in a technically entirely different way, because, they're not, they're...
They're playing
Like, it's a lot more like their it's a lot more like their plant-like organic material. And organic in quotes, because it's like they're taking primordial darkness and elementally charging it, you know? Hence why they're forms. They use, things to base themselves on. Shadows are just darkness, hence why they're the closest thing to technical normal flesh. You guys gonna go out there to that field to try and find those puppies, or no? You gonna wait?
Oh yeah, Hera. She never unsummoned her blasters.
You probably should, because those are what are making this thing scared. You know,
she left them outside, and she's going to use those as extra sets of eyes in order to help her find the damn puppies.
All right. Master Son actually pipes up. Who's going to stay here with her? Who's going out to find the cubs?
I'll stay, Aaron says.
I'll help out.
Probably gotta.
All right then. I
Probably
suppose
gotta.
if Aaron and Arca are staying, I suppose I can go with the group. Someone's got a what?
Son added to the party. For now.
Non will be going out with you guys as well. Real quick, someone said something. They had to do something. I thought I said someone had to do something because did someone say something like that? I could have sworn.
No, man.
Alright.
So
the two staying are going to be Arca and Aaron. And the
ones who had the best with the doggo.
And the group that will be going will be Master San, Non, Hera, and Libran. Is that correct?
And 3 blasters. I think so.
Is Libran not going, or?
No, they're going.
Blair, get closer to the mic. We cannot hear you.
Tell me y'all are gonna do a murder mystery again sometime. I wanna.
If they ever backtrack by going on the train to Yellow Rock instead of just going through the first half of Crimson Forest or other, depending on how you guys backtrack, maybe.
Okay.
And I'll actually, theoretically speaking, how the Lightners backtrack I'll explain it. It'll. By the way, these 4 robots are still deactivated, just sitting over here.
Aaron's going to, pick them up and do shit with them, like put them away.
Put them in the old scooper.
Oh, shush. They're robots, not animatronics.
Same thing.
No, they're literally sex toys.
Excuse me?
Mila literally said that Satan had sex with 2 of them, so...
And didn't realize they were robots as well, by the way.
Oh, you're kidding.
So yeah, those are closer to androids than animatronics.
Like Dragon Ball?
Yeah. And I mean like Android 16 Android.
Alright. As these 2, evidently 2 farmers, will also be going with you. As you go
17 and 18 were cyborgs.
Up this way. There's a bit of a...
Not politics at the Christmas dinner, guys. Come on.
She uses her magic to just shove her blasters away, and they fly off looking to the den.
With everyone out here looking, in this big old... As you look out, you see what appears to be miles and miles of red field. Of this red grass.
So, physical roll or intellectual roll?
It would be a physical roll. You're more or less, since you've already gotten a look at its paws, you know that into you know what wolf tracks look like.
So, what is the group roll gonna look like with 6 people and 3 blasters?
I mean, it depends. Are you all staying grouped together for searching? Or are
Does
you
that
gonna...
increase our chances of finding stuff?
Well, that's a group action.
Well, then she recalls the blasters in order to gain benefit from those as well.
With
I think
this
we
in
should
mind,
all look together as a group because...
these two are going to separate off into their own group.
Okay, so 4 people
If I
plus
may,
3 blasters.
if I may ask, do you want to split the group again?
No.
All right then. So, real quick, does Libran want to split off into their own group at all?
I mean, I guess, but I don't.
Basically, what I'm asking
Gotta
is,
be honest.
how many search parties are there going to be? Are there going to be, like, 3 separate groups of 2 to 3 people, or are there going to be 2 groups, one with 2 people, one with 4?
Gonna be honest. I would split off into my own party if I actually had any good idea on how to track these damn things down.
Alright then, so it's 2 groups. 1 group of 2 and 1 group of 4.
And what do the blasters do for us?
The blasters are just a straight +3.
Okay, so that's plus...
Wait, the blasters are sentient?
Remember, they rolled a 20 when doing them out of combat, and they stated they weren't destroying them.
And then...
So they're just physically... Like, they're physically here helping you search.
So how does group action work? Is it +1 per person?
Yes, it's... How it works is it's your bonuses and the physical amount of people. It's why group action is so good.
It's 4 plus 9, that's 13. Plus 13.
My god, that is...
Can Hera make the roll?
Most likely. Make that roll.
Because Hera has the highest physical. Don't be a natural 1. Oh!
14 plus 14.
14 plus 14. That's 28.
Alright, real quick, let me roll for this other group.
Are we finding them? Are we...
They don't find shit. So as they kind of go off their own, you don't see them. You don't kind of... They split off their own area further south. As you kind of go a bit more, like, westward, you immediately are able to find sets of tracks. Very canine-like tracks.
Follow them. Because Hera's good at that.
Alright.
Hera be using her sniffer.
This will be good, alright. So you track them. You find what appears to be the mouth of some sort of den. It's about an hour walking westward, but yeah, it's there.
Hera rolls in the dirt of the den.
Non is going to follow. So will San and Libran. Will you follow their actions or no?
I suppose.
Basically, it's just to prevent us from scaring them.
They're rolling in the den dirt, so they smell like the den. Are you going to do that so you smell like the den and the animals? So they're more likely to recognize you as a
help, not a hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he did say yes, so
okay.
They did say yes.
All right. They said yes. All right. She said yes. All right then. All right.
Yeah, she is the Gamma. The Gamma said yes.
Sorry, I didn't hear you at first. Apologies.
So, because we did that, does that gain us any animal handling check when trying to pick up a doggo?
Oh, there will definitely be a check in order to get them to follow you.
Hera brings food.
Alright, okay. So as you do, though, suddenly...
Suddenly what?
You look around and you kind of hear, what appear to be very...
Small.
far fainter kind of howls. As what approaches, you see four far smaller fools.
She give food. She give food.
Since you smell like them, I will say if you just throw the food to them, they'll take it. If you're trying to get them to eat from your hand or specifically approach you, you will need to roll. Do you want to roll, or do you just want to throw the food?
Yeah, we're rolling. We're rolling for physical on this one.
Alright then. Physical and passive.
Does anyone want to help her, or is this a one action? I'm doing it.
I didn't see your cursor moving, so Non's going to help you.
Okay, so that's +2 plus. No, he doesn't have any physical, so +6. Ouch. 11.
Oof. They're not gonna eat it out of your hand. If you throw it on the ground for them, they will accept the food.
She drops it on the ground.
They have no reason not to trust you.
Can she then attempt to pet them if they're nearby?
As the biggest one approaches first, eats a bit before signaling to the smaller ones to come up with it.
So then can she roll passive or physical passive pet? Because she's being trusting and it's giving them food.
They look at you. They're young, so with this in mind, are you going to try? I assume what you're saying is you're trying to pet them.
Yes, pet, pot, pet.
You can't step closer to them without them backing away from you at the current moment. They don't think you're necessarily a threat to them. They don't have any reason necessarily to really trust you.
Okay, what to do?
They seem interested in the food, at least. That's something.
I guess she will bring out more food and then just sit with it in her lap.
As you bring out more food?
And eat with them.
As you kind of throw more food out for them. Again, they approach slowly. A bit closer. Give me a roll for this.
Physical passive?
Just passive.
No, and even on a 10, that would have been that good.
Ooh.
She's just sitting there. I guess they don't move closer to her.
They're keeping their distance. They're interested in the food, but not you. I'm going to have a non-roll real quick, as he's actually going to ask you to give him the food.
Yeah, she's not against that.
And he's going to have Master Son help him. Do you also want...
Yeah, I want to help him.
He's going to actually ask you not to.
Oh, okay.
You've already tried. They don't... So he's going to see if maybe someone else doing it. Does Lybrand want to help Non at all? Or no?
Just pass.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
He said he supposes.
Alright.
He supposes.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Now they're coming to town. Hera slowly backs away with her little bit of food. She, eats from the floor.
As while they don't seem necessarily the most trusting of you, as Non steps up, and so do the others, they seem to let them, as they eat, as one of them does eat from Non's hand.
What?
Yep. So are
Alright, so,
are they in? Are they in with us then, or?
Okay, guys, help me with this one. As Non is going to kind of start signaling to, like, try and see if you can get them to, like, follow you guys.
Hera, do whistle.
With this in mind, I assume everyone's going to help with this.
Yeah.
And unlike before, in which it's mostly a pure passive roll, this will be passive and physical. To make fucking...
Okay.
To make sure...
Hera's rolling the physical, because physical has +4.
Non is... Remember, Non is the one leading the roll.
Oh, he has to lead? Okay.
Yeah, he has to be... Yeah, he has to be the one. I just need to do the math on all the additions we're having. So let's see.
Okay.
It's a group action.
My roll doesn't matter then. It's good.
A group action with 4 people.
That's +4 right off the bat.
Plus Hera's 4 physical. Jesus Christ.
Hera is a god compared to these foolish mortals.
2 physical.
No, everybody only has +2 at max.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Hera put a lot into physical, because basically for me, I wanted her to be able to summon draconic gaster blasters no matter the situation.
Okay, so you guys... I might start making it... I might just make the rolls harder. Just cause.
Oh, no, Hera's just...
Well, then Lybrand's not going to be able to do anything.
Jack, you're making it harder, even though I'm specifically going down this lane, doing physical on my level up in order to do this. It's not that you should make it harder, it's fine as is, it's just... I'm making it easier for me by making it harder for me to do other skills.
This is just lovely. Okay.
Tell it. Oh, 18. Oh!
With that in mind, as you all kind of stand there, slowly but surely, to one of you, one approaches and nuzzles against you.
She nuzzles back.
They are following you.
Okay, so she, does the thing. Yeah. She walks.
Slowly but surely, you guys are leading these pups back.
Garbled mess.
As you...
So now that we're done playing Animal Patrol...
all the way back to town. Are you guys tired? Are you tired? Are you guys really tired?
I'm not.
Because it sounds like some of you are tired.
I don't know, man.
Amber's voice has just been getting deeper.
I honestly don't know anymore.
I'm sorry if you don't feel like you do much, Gamma. If you want, you can, in lore, be the first person to ever chronicle and study these creatures.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty good idea.
I suppose.
Because if you don't, you guys are literally never going to learn anything about these animals beside their name.
Yeah, you have to. Though you're not really the best person to do that with.
Of course. Okay, of course.
Well, you just don't have any intellectual, buddy.
Again.
I didn't really have much say in the matter. I was told you're a form You're a 4 mage darkener with hardly any idea of how the mechanics work. I tried to understand the mechanics, and
I'm sorry. I'm not a good.
turns out it was all for nothing.
I'm not a good teacher. I'm sorry. It is my fault mostly.
No, it's not your fault. It's just
Well, just next level up, you can
misunderstanding of the rules.
proc.
I would have probably picked a different subclass, though. At the very least, not been a freaking form.
I mean, your magic's better than mine. And I have a bunch of items trying to increase my stuff, so.
Gamma, trust me when I say your character is very much important. I will be making sure you do not. I will be making sure there are important things for Libran that only Libran can do. Especially in the context of your character in this campaign, I'm like not just like, oh, there are going to be things specifically that like your character will be like specifically because of your character as they are. I am going to give you something special.
I gotcha. Thank you, but one more thing, it's starting to kind of just feel like the Hera show, because like, not to be rude or anything,
it's
but
kind of why I said it. I might just redo the balance to make things harder.
Hera's just godly with her physical, and I keep trying to make physical a part of the role.
By the way, for that Gaster Blaster trick, your migraine's back.
Okay, that's fine. She just continues to give herself migraines in order to do what she thinks is right. She does not see his downside.
As you walk back, I'm actually going to roll something real quick. Okay. You see these two. They look to you two with the four wolves you have, and they're like, and they actually go up to you pretty quickly. Okay, you found them. Thank God.
Yep. She passed her.
We don't think these were the only shadow creatures out here.
Oh no! How many are out there?
They're certainly not social animals, so they'll be far less of a problem.
Okay, so as long as they're not going to steal your food, and do things like that.
Anyways, let's get back to San.
Yeah.
As he's leading.
Revelation for Ark, like there's more of them. There's species.
So as you
they have
number of species.
but like that's the only other shadow in their life. It's like how they feel knowing there's like more.
We're gonna
Deltarune. Yeah. More Deltarune OCs.
You guys head up as you enter Arca.
Yeah.
They walk in. And immediately 4 puppies go right up to you.
Puppy.
Puppy.
They attack.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for making this sound like the Hera show. It's not intentional.
Auntie Arca.
I mean...
Oh no, I'm also just kind of tired.
Oh, Aiden, trust me. I'll make you hate that you... Trust me, the one... If it becomes the Hera show, the one person who's gonna hate it the most is Hera. Because if Hera's the main character, they get all the character development. And you know what you know what character development means.
Oh no,
loss, destruction.
AKA, if they try and make them... AKA, if Hera starts acting too hard like the main character, I'll give them main character problems. And main character problems have the chance to get rid of the main character.
Yes. I agree.
Or, you know,
they
might end up having plot armor, and everyone else dies like flies.
I didn't.
That's not also not.
Casual reminder, Gamma. I did not want this to be a 5-person party.
Oh,
Hera
yeah, sorry.
Hera is in fact the extra who doesn't belong in context.
Yeah. She's just sort of a parasite who just got in real well and
No.
not
She's
gonna
the
lose.
she's a little sister who forced herself into her big older brother's
Bro has a piece of Gaster. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, why?
And you're
not to sound selfish or anything.
literally Gaster's journal.
Why don't I have a piece of Gaster in me?
Well, I mean,
I think you are the piece of Gaster.
Technically speaking, you are.
Like, you are the piece of Gaster.
Like,
it's not that you have one; you are the one.
Also, in
I wonder-
context, Hera is UT Gaster. You're DR Gaster.
Damn.
So like, the version of so like on a technical level, like, it technically wouldn't make much. It would make some sense, however, like, not exactly for you to have, like, you know, UT Gaster in you. You know?
Well, yeah. Obviously not.
Yeah. Like, you get my point. Like, again, I'm sorry if I'm not the best DM.
Oh, no. It's not that. It's just, good DMs can have bad execution.
And then Hair's just over here with DT, Fire, Draconic, Void, Blade, Ice,
So many
Flame,
elements.
Heart.
You sound like someone's Dragon Ball OC, like Prince James, long-lost brother of Vegeta.
James doesn't even work as a Dragon Ball OC. It's not even a fucking food pun.
It's not a food pun.
Hair's just over here
I didn't think L would
with
be
the ironic name. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different elements.
Somehow
no.
Hold up. Wait a minute. We cap at 7.
Oh, there's 8 elements there.
Yeah.
So get rid of the blade. Get rid of the blade. Don't get rid of the heart. Get rid of the blade. Actually, no. Get rid of the heart. Get rid of the heart.
I was going to make you choose. Which do you want, plant or heart? One of them.
Okay, cool.
Because the only way to remove blade would be to remove Arthak's ring. Would be to remove your ranger's ring.
Speaking of, we were trying to take care of that. She was going to put on... Oh, well, no. The Frozen Shard would naturally... All swords naturally have the blade element. Do they not?
Not I am tired. I'm getting tired. I'm sorry. My mental fatigue is starting to hit me. I'm so sorry.
I think we're all getting tired, so like not to sound like the person trying to be the dungeon master, but I think we should end the session sometime soon.
Yes, actually, to some degree, yes. Like, we have done the thing that I wanted you guys to do. We have the plot revelation.
We have the plot revelation. So, because we're about to have a bunch of downtime, I'm going to tell you exactly what Hare's going to try to do. Hare's going to try to get this armor, and then she's going to combine the Ranger's ring with the armor. And that's her downtime.
Okay. I will do the math on that, and I will talk to you. Anyone else, real quick, Arca and Lybrand, since you're here, do you guys want to do anything else in light during downtime to try and do anything?
I'm gonna watch these animals, observe them, take notes.
All right.
Aaron will also, because he wants to help you. He likes the animals.
Arca will also help.
I mean, to be fair, Arca is the one person I think would want to be involved with the study of these things the most, considering, the kind of... Yeah, it's like...
So just downtime, Hare gets stuff.
So everyone's doing things in downtime. Okay.
So, do we need to roll that physical on combining a steel plate with stuff inside of it with another armor?
With the Ranger's ring, is that what you're talking
Yeah.
about? I
Yeah,
will.
just
I will do some rolls myself later, and I will do
Okay,
them,
cool.
and I will do the math for that. You know what? I will make a math formula to streamline the blacksmith economy.
fair enough.
I'll hate myself for I will hate myself for doing it, but I will fucking do it. And since with
Just
this
so
in
that I
mind,
know we don't have to.
I suppose this is when, I guess, things can kind of end here a bit. Scattered. Everyone's okay with this? Things ending as they are?
I believe so, unless people
question,
want to do something else.
Alright.
Are we allowed to keep any of these wolves, or do they have to stay here now?
I'd rather not have a 6-person party. 2,
Oh,
these are puppies. This is...
Well, and then the mom.
Yeah. 2, it's
So
gonna
then,
take time before the mama can physically recover from her injury.
True.
Nuh-uh. I cast Heal Choir.
Hera already did.
Yeah, the problem,
Right.
healing magic doesn't just immediately cause the regeneration of limbs, you know? Like, you
have to
Damn.
feed him. Yeah, you have to feed him healing magic over and over, repeatedly, every day. It's sort of a
actually, exactly that. You have to continuously target the injury with continuous healing magic over time to actually do something like that. Or, far better, would have been had
to not do it at all.
the limbs not been incinerated and merely blasted off. Unfortunately,
Hair's just
like
that
healing
gal.
magic can do a lot. It can't just regenerate a limb from a single spell being cast, you know?
Unless if
I
that
guess that
single
makes sense.
spell being cast is 100 fucking TP.
And even then, you technically still they still need physical raw material to supplement the physical growth they're about to go through.
Yeah. So it's basically a bunch of choco diamonds. No, not choco diamonds. That's not good for wolves. Heart donuts. Anything that's not chocolate related.
I think Arca has an addiction.
Hearts, don't it?
Yep. Okay.
Yes, it hearts.
With this in mind, I'm going to stop the recording.